Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Circle of the Seven Dice. We are diving into some more Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, and we're going to hand it on over to Jeff, who is apparently once again going to do the intro because he's just that cool.
He is that cool.
Yeah. I might be Jeff out in the real world. But in here, I'm Graywood Underfoot I is. It's my time to share my tale. In time, this glorious manuscript will telling me humble beginnings. The tale of a wee halfling that rose to power and prominence to take the world by the throat and make it his own. Well, see now, having had enough of the sewers and the horrors that lurk below, me and me mates, we took our reward and retreated back to the sanity of the oppression and corruption that passes for the everyday in Ubershreik, yeah? Seamus not having enough violence, but fortunately being good enough at it to earn coin, made his debut in the local pits. Well, he did, earning his pennies for the week, while depriving some bloke of the same, along with a few of his teeth, mind. Learned I did that life ain't all roses for those in the Ivory Tower, not even for the biggins, as it is. A local swordmaster was being looked down upon for his association with folk on the wrong side of the tracks, eh? Went so far as to have one of those Richie Riches haunts him, staring down his nose, claimed, mate, you ain't met your obligations, so no pay's forthcoming this time, knowing full well that he had done the job and that there wasn't anything damn yarn could do about it. With any luck, one of his little blighters would get himself nicked an eye out while training. Fair's fair. Well, and the little elf girl, well, she goes off hunting, right, don't she? She brings back skins and meat for trade. And you know, a lot of folks, they fear elves. Elves ain't like the rest of us at all, is they? But apparently, I didn't know you could disdain them as well. Because apparently the stink of wee halfling rubs off on her too. And she ain't getting fair price for what she's bringing in from the wood, despite her skill, effort, and dangers involved. Just shows how feckin' discriminating it is around here, eh? Now, as for me, I had a bunch of downtime, I did. I got sick from my shit bath, and also had an eye-scaping gut wound to deal with as well. And after me near brush with the magical coppers, I wasn't too in an awful hurry to get out of my bed for a spell. But once I was feeling right as rain, well, that itch started crawling up my spine again, didn't it? See, I'm a bit of an anomaly, I am. I'm a halfling who knows how to cast magic. I gotta tell you, Squire, once you get a taste, you want more, don't you? It's the truth. Trouble is, for the unschooled, it is to find someone willing to teach you. Because neither you nor the other end of this exchange wants to end up a candle in the public square for the amusement of others. Nah, not the way for me to go out.
Well put.
Thank you kindly here. Well, so, I need to find someone with some less than legal proclivities. And word got round through the beggars, people in general, we always got our ears open. There's a new Connie in town, wasn't it? A Connie with acrobats. Ooh, fancy, right? But for those on the down low, we hear about that they've got some interesting tastes. Rumor is the witch hunters is sniffing round, that maybe these folks is practicing illegal magic. I like them already. So I convinced me mates, after a job well done, we should all go on a shopping trip, right? I mean, this damn young fella, he ain't even been here all that long. Nor the elf. Nor Seamus. Hell, I'm the old man of the group. I'm the local, it seems. I haven't been over here that long myself, but they don't need to know all that. So let's go on a shopping spree. We got pennies burning holes in our pockets. Let's see the sights. Let's get into some distraction and debauchery, I says. On down to the square we go. And let me tell you, Ubershreik, it's got the goods. Anything you might want. Even some things you didn't know you was looking for, right? Shops of every sort. They got weaponry. They got cutlery. They got leatherworking for working as a guard or working as somebody who needs a safe word. It's all there. There's people selling dragon glass with dragon glass eyes, no less. And one that caught me on eye was the alchemy shop. Fair bets, I thought. Maybe there's a retired hedge witch working in such a place. I got a nose for these things. It was a shiny, rainy morning. Good omen, says I. Well, the sewers having clued me mates in that it was a good idea to have more skin between themselves than claw or blade. Well, that big bloke Seamus and the little elf girl LaDonna decided some leather armor was just the right thing, eh? And lo and behold, it's a good thing they had me with them, yeah. So this shop was run by a halfling. And I'll tell you something about elves that probably not a lot of people know or too afraid to ask. They're absolutely rubbish at haggling, mate. So I stepped in to make my services available. Convinced the shop owner I did that, these big folks, they taking pretty decent care of me, so I need to do my part and take care of them. And by the time we got through with our back and forth, we doing our little dance, playing the game as it were, well, Seamus and LaDonna got the skins they was after, and Grandma got the skin she was after in the back room. It's a story to be told, I tell you. I swear, I think I smelled smoke. I'll fill you in all about it later, along with how me aunt and uncle are getting on. And, maybe a story or two about my own time in the local brothels, eh?
Call it the Irish
I don't want to brag.
tornado.
Yeah, the Irish tornado. I don't mean to brag, but we're only short from about here. It stops at his belt to about here. On to the alchemy shop. As we left all parties satisfied, it was time to satisfy myself. Well now, sure enough, inside this place was a proper old lady running the show. And she danced the dance as well. She sussed me and I sussed her, and a bargain was struck. And silver was enough to earn me some secret knowledge, it was, from this retired old witch. With Madame Griselda becoming the new confidant she did, with a package to be delivered at the leather shop where we made such an impression, well, things was looking up for all around. And that's when all the hells broke loose, they did. Cacophony on the street. Screams of murder. We spec outside right quick, right? And what do we see? Brigands running around with knives. Havlins. Helpless havlins getting trampled for no damn good reason. People breaking out into fights. Well, Seamus, he's always up for some violence, he is. He just struts right off right away and finds himself poor folks, because one ain't good enough for this lad, nah. And gets right into a scrap, he does. Meanwhile, I'm helping Grandma off the street. I figured she's too weak to get herself up after having Seamus put it to her. And the others did their part as well, dragging the innocent out of the way and trying to curtail unnecessary violence. Hey, look, if you want to get into it, you want to get into it. But leave anybody out of it who's not of that mind, right?
Right.
The biggins just stepping on us little folk. Well, enough of that. But then I spot the acrobats, and there's some folks getting into them. Well, something interesting about these lads. They wasn't exactly fighting back. They was being all jolgy about it. Skillful, too. Not a nick on them. And even more interesting, they seemed remarkably unperturbed to be dealing with people who's swinging clubs and knives and whatever else they can get their mitts on. Well, I see me chance. My way in, right? And I figured with all this noise and distraction, I can go over there and mutter a little magical gibberish and make somebody go to sleep. Maybe make them go blind for a spell. But I bollocksed it all up, and I could hear Griselda wailing from across the street. She'll never sell me a spell again, I guarantee. But that's neither here nor now, because now the town constabulary is out. And they ain't taking no prisoners, mate. With nary a word of warning, they start opening fire. And they don't give two shits about who they're shooting. Poor Seamus has to run for his life as they're gunning down innocent and guilty alike. And that's us, right in the middle of it. And here's where we start up yet again.
Excellent. Great recap. All right. So last time we met, we were in the middle of this brouhaha here in Ubershreik. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of, thank goodness it wasn't as bad an emergency as it could have been, but I had to go take care of something with my puppy. So thank you to everybody for letting me go. And we are back. I believe we were at the top of the order of the next turn. But first, everybody, I would like you to give me a perception check as this insanity is going around you.
All right.
All of the battle going on. So everybody go ahead and give me a perception check.
Here we go.
I will also say to everybody, do not forget that you have your fate and your fortune abilities that you can use as well. So
I don't think I have any fate or points yet.
You might not. Usually,
I think maybe Seamus might be related to Bjorn. I just got an astounding failure on perception.
Right. So it looks like only Lanada noticed something.
I could use a fate point on that.
Well, the fate would allow you to re-roll it, so you can obviously do that.
All right, I can do that.
You're going to spend one of your... You understand that's permanent, right? And then you have to earn that back?
Yeah.
I did not. Okay, then I won't.
Yeah.
Those directly relate to your points in the other pool. Those determine how much you can have. If you spend one of those, it's gone.
Let's see what Lanada
like
noticed.
Finite resource.
Yeah.
You can earn them back, but yes. Lanada, you notice two things at once. With all of the insanity goes around you, but your elven senses, it's almost like time slows down for you. Your years of experience allowing you to notice everything going around you all at once. You notice that over by the acrobats, there's a minstrel sitting atop a large stall. He's not fighting, but he's playing a lively fiddle tune, and you recognize it as the Flight of the Angry Griffin, a popular martial song, which appears to be agitating the crowd as they hear it, getting them up for the fight. Meanwhile, you see off in this alley over here that an exceedingly tall man, can you see where I'm putting the blue?
Yeah.
Okay, now I do.
You see an exceedingly tall man in a long coat is fighting several townsfolk. Several of his assailants promptly fall on top of him, or fall over as they are fighting, each clutching their privates. Suddenly, one of the people who fell to the ground tears off the coat, and three halflings in jester's garb, standing on each other's shoulders, spill out of the ruptured garment and proceed to kick the shit out of their downed captors before running away into the gloom. So,
one quick thing. Yep. You can take a point of corruption to re-roll if you want.
Not worth it.
That's desperate measure.
Yes, please.
I'm just saying it's an option.
All right. So with that you notice, things are still going south. It's getting more crazy as it goes. Lanata, it is your turn.
I'm still trying to protect the people as best I can.
Okay. There are quite a few people that are storming past you. It's still kind of a madhouse, but there are quite a few people who are more than willing to just sit here and now and are coming to blows. Some people are screaming out Altdorf. Others are screaming out Ubershreik. Some people are just screaming for baked eel pie, which is unusual, but they're fighting over eel pie. It's just a weird thing. So, Damian.
Yeah, I don't really see a whole lot I can do here. I'm kind of thinking of just getting to the rooftops and trying to get out of the way while I try to find out what's going on here.
All right, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Let me know. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Can I get up? Well, I don't think there's great. Maybe like here.
You're gonna have to make a successful. Oh God, I gotta look at the sheet.
Okay.
I think it's athletics check. So.
Okay. Let me see if I can.
Do you get up there?
Also, I mean, you want to like climb up the front of the house or something?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, they have. If there's a ladder or something like that.
There's no ladder. There's just a bridge attached.
You're gonna need a rope with a hook on the end of it or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
You could try an athletics check to try and scramble up the house. It's going to be difficult for you to do, but we'll see how you roll if that's what you want to do.
I have a decent athletics. I wouldn't mind trying it.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so what's the modifier on it? Yeah,
depending on where you're at on the house, you might have a better vantage point for climbing up. Like, for instance, on the side of the house, they might have a little thing going up the side for the plants to go up. So you could climb up that or something along those lines.
Yeah. Is there anything like that, Nim?
Just tell me where you want to move, and I will tell you what you see as you go. Okay. So what you can see right here, this blue house is definitely lower than the one that's directly in front of you. And you could probably get a foot grip to try and vault up in one of the windowsills or something. So
is it this one?
This one or that one?
Okay. Yeah, let's do this one over here.
Okay.
So that seems to be a little more out of the way.
I
can. I don't have the roll?
No, you do. It's still an athletics check. It's difficult, not very difficult. So.
Okay, that's fine. So that's all right. I can do that. So that is a. Let's see.
Doesn't it only list it as minuses, or does it actually say difficult?
Well, I failed anyway, so.
It does say difficult on there, but.
Okay.
It should say difficult. So there should be normal, challenging. I think normal, difficult, very difficult, and then something else. So.
Yeah.
All right. So you get to that point. You attempt to leap up to get your foot on the windowsill and leap up, and the windowsill crumbles. And actually, since this is Griselle's house and her shop here, you hear her scream even more inside. My windowsill! As it crumbles away.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. What the hell? What the? That is not up to building specs. That's what I'm saying.
No.
That would not pass code. That's what that was not your fault. That windowsill was built like shit.
Yeah.
Grayweird.
Grayweird. It's your turn now.
Eating.
Is he muted? No.
No, he's trying to finish what's in his mouth.
Okay. He's being a halfling.
Yeah. Very much.
You know, I stopped at Burley's and had the number 17.
You mean you didn't have the undead stew?
Well, I got some of that to take home.
Okay.
Yeah. After the giant brain.
But I heard once the kobolds left, the number 17 was back on the menu.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Meat is back on the menu, boys. So.
All right, let's see. I didn't notice the 3 halflings in the trench coat, right?
No, they were up here in this little alleyway, so you didn't see that.
Okay. Because that would have I would have found that very interesting how I seen it. Looks like I need to zoom out. My map is way zoomed in. I'm on down here.
Yeah, I had to zoom out and then move over to get to where I was.
Yeah. I mean, the upper left corner for some reason. So
Upper
these guys
left.
are still over here playing with the acrobats, right?
Yeah, these guys are brawling. There's acrobats over here. They're getting into the fight. It's all kicking off. Meanwhile, you can see further on, there's even more people fighting. There's some soldiers coming down this back alley. Yeah.
Was I able to hear the gunshots earlier?
Oh, yes, definitely. In fact, that's what kicked off. Everybody who is not brawling or not intent on being a brawler is running away from the gunshots at the moment. So,
okay, seeing soldiers coming this way, I want no part of that because they already don't give two shits about halflings around here. So I think I want to run in this direction. I want to try and skirt around this brawl over here and look pitiful, blind, stagger, stumble kind of thing.
okay.
But I think I'm going to head for the carnival.
Okay.
I think that might be, given what I've seen of the acrobats, that might be an interesting place to be as all this shakes out.
All right. And from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you what your SLs are, either minus SLs or plus SLs, instead of having you put challenging and everything, just roll normal. So
Okay.
we'll add SLs. It makes it go faster. So you're going to need a dodge check to get over there. But because of the way you look and everything and their preoccupation, the fact you're a halfling, go ahead and add 2 SLs or success levels to your roll. So you start with 2 SLs.
All right, let's see. Is that on the combat page or is that on the main?
It's on the main, I believe.
Okay, so it's going to be in the skills dodge. Let's see, no, not gossip. There we go, dodge. Here we go.
Yep. Dodge is on the combat page as well under controls. So
Okay. And +2.
yep. Don't worry about it. I'll add the +2 in, but I'm just letting you know. You're starting with 2 success levels.
All right, I'll just roll in.
Yep. Ooh, nice.
Impressive. Yes.
Awesome.
So you got 4 success levels plus another 2, which is 6. You were able to nimbly dodge between fighting humans while looking like you were hobbled, decrepit, and are going to fall down at the same time. It's an impressive feat as you move between all of them and end up where it is you want to go over by the acrobats. So,
Grayweird be nimble. Grayweird be quick.
yeah. Now let's see Seamus do that.
Grayweird pretends to be blind while holding his stick.
Yes. What stick is Grayweird holding? That's what we want to know.
Not Seamus's, that's for sure.
No.
All right, so let's see. Where exactly are the acrobats? I've got 12.
They're over here.
Okay, so
There's
I got
some
more.
here. There's some more over here. I haven't put them all, but consider this area pretty much this is where the acrobats were set up and doing their. There's also more acrobats over here. They're fighting. I mean, there's all sorts of insanity going on.
So I'll make my way over here so I can kind of like, as I reach the end of my movement, I can kind of duck between like this water barrel and these other barrels over here.
Okay. I will make you roll for that. Everybody is not really paying too much attention to you. Are you able to duck in there and kind of hide, which is fine. Seamus.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to do? Is your turn.
I believe I'm in the middle of a scrap with these guys here, aren't I?
Yes, you are. They came at you. They said, "Come at me, bro," and they did. So,
I thought that police had got to them.
what's that?
I thought that police had got to them.
He was into it with 4 guys way up at the top of the map.
Okay.
Please, everybody, surrender in the name of the Emperor. James was like, you know what? I don't feel like being in the jail. He took off running. and they opened fire, killing those 4 guys and about 5 innocent people on the other side of them.
Okay.
That's right. You're down here with these 4 guys these 4 buffoons that are fighting over here. So
Okay. Well, I guess I will keep looking. These guys are shot and dead. I can't do anything to help them. So, I guess I will go continue south.
all right, go ahead and move yourself where you want to go.
Okay, what is going on here?
That is more people brawling down here. Still people brawling over here. So all right.
Anybody there?
No, most of the weak people are streaming out and moving off to the east, getting the hell out of Dodge. So probably the end of that next turn, most of the non-troublemakers will be out of here. So
Okay.
meanwhile, speaking of everybody else doing their thing, Grayweird and Seamus, give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Right. I failed to see past my eyelids last time. Let's see if I can do better.
Maybe choke.
Impressive failure! I
Nice.
had to do it all Mortal Kombat
What?
style to make it sound better.
Not quite a pile-on roll.
All right.
No.
You cannot see anything past the brawling horde, Seamus.
The blind guy sees better in the
Yes.
fight.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Grayweird,
Often the case with blind guys.
over here, you see several things happening all at once. There's a force of Altdorf and soldiers and Ubershreik guardsmen coming in from the north, as well as 2 Altdorf soldiers here. These 2 Altdorf soldiers are fighting a dwarf who is a member of the Cavalcade tribe, and he is kicking at them with boots that are made to be worn by hill giants, made out of wood. It looks like he was some part of traveling show or something, or traveling, person where he was the boots portion of a carnival attraction. Meanwhile, further to the west, a flamethrower inhales and blows out a long gout of flame that sends one of the groups of brawling people and a soldier down to the ground, looking at their backs as they are set on fire and screaming. Several people fall to the ground. The man who blew the flames suddenly clutches at his stomach and falls to the ground dead. And you notice that up on the roof is a man wielding a crossbow who winks at you and then raises up his own eye patch to show a cloudy eye before retreating into the darkness.
How's it every single motherfucker I meet knows I'm not blind?
Meanwhile, these soldiers
You're a
continue
shitty
moving
actor?
in,
I don't know.
Oh.
and they are starting to beat the crap out of people.
Mm.
And these guys come up over the ridge and are standing on the rooftops, and they fire down into this crowd as these guys come in as well. Several more people are killed. Lanata and just Lanata, because Damian was trying to get up the house. You notice that there is a tall woman clad in all metal armor with long red hair, striding confidently behind the line of soldiers in the street. She's wielding what looks like a very expensive pistol and is preparing to fire it at some point. And with that, we go back to the top to Lanata.
Interesting. And is the bard still playing on the rooftop?
The bard, yes. The minstrel is still sitting on a. He is not on a rooftop. He's on a barrel, and he's still playing away. Yes.
And where is he at again?
He's over here by Grayweird. So
Okay, so I can actually notice him now.
mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to take my movement here. So, because I want to get closer to the bard, but I'm not going to be able to do it this turn.
Okay. Damian.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what exactly to do other than try to get out of there. Because I don't think we even know like what's exactly is going on or who's doing what. All I know is I don't want to get in the middle of the soldiers. So, yeah. I think what I'm probably going to do is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and move down there and just try to see what's going on. Try not to be seen.
Where did you go to?
Down here.
Go ahead and give me. Oh, let's see. Stealth.
Okay. Let's see if I got that.
Oh, you were trying not to be seen?
I was trying. Yeah, I was trying. I would.
Oh.
I actually don't see stealth in my skills.
Let's look. Let's see what we got here.
I was actually kind of hoping Seamus noticed you.
Oh,
The party kind of got separated.
we did.
He's kind of wondering where everybody is.
Yeah, it's you don't have it. See stealth because you don't have any stealth. So
Oh, okay.
you can go down there and you're kind of hunkering down, hoping not to be seen.
Yeah.
You can give me a roll. We'll see what happens. So
All right, just a D100.
No, go ahead and give me a dex roll.
Professional
okay.
duelists do not skulk about like common rogues.
Okay, Dex. I can do. All right. Marginal success.
All right. You're marginally successful at looking like you're trying to be stealthy. So, so you, I think that comes off as looking suspicious, but we'll see what happens. So.
I'm going to say marginal success in looking stealthy definitely sounds suspicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grayweird.
Not.
Well, yeah, but it's like in the middle of this, who wouldn't want to stay out of the way and not be seen?
True.
True. Who's up next?
Jeff.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hang
No
up.
problem.
All right, let's see. So this minstrel over here, playing in the midst of this, is a bit intriguing. So since he's so nearby, I'm going to fumble towards him and just kind of like grab his, since he's sitting up on a barrel, like grab his pants leg or his boot. It's like, Struth, are you mad, you cobber? What are you doing playing music to all this chaos? Why aren't you running for your bloody life?
Okay. So you grabbed him and you said that to him?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and
But meanwhile, I'm watching him because I'm trying to get a read on what exactly is going on here. Because,
okay.
Maybe it's the fact that a number of people seem to have gone mad. I mean, I do hear people screaming about like action kind of stuff. But at the same time, this just strikes me as like bizarrely inappropriate.
Okay. Seamus.
Yes.
He is watching you but he's still playing at the moment. He didn't do anything. So, Seamus, you are up.
Okay. Did I notice Damian?
Yeah, you see Damian done there.
Okay.
He's mildly stealthy.
Yes.
He is.
Well-
He's hiding behind some dust that's been kicked up. So no, he's better than that. It's more than dust. He's kind of near one of the barrels and is kind of like peeking out every now and then. And he thinks he's doing a good job at hiding, and marginally he is, but he's no
So
great.
I come over here and I stand right next to him and I go, "Gee, I wonder where Damian is."
Yeah, well, that didn't help. So
Yes, you're not exactly helping my staying out of the way, are you?
Our party got separated.
It would
All
seem
right.
so.
I
These
was
guys-
really trying to formulate maybe a plan on what we were all doing. You were the only other person I've seen from the party, so I came.
Okay. Well, I was thinking of maybe exploring through the back way through here, but I was trying not to be seen doing so.
Well, you did a great job, let me tell you.
Only marginally. Only marginally.
all right, I need everybody to give me perception checks again.
Okay. Let's see if I can do better than an impressive failure. An astounding failure. Well, at least
That is better.
Successes?
Well, you asked for better.
I did. I should have been more specific.
That was a pylon roll.
That was a pylon roll, yeah.
All right, what did we get here? We got a success, an astounding failure, and a success. All right, everybody except Seamus, who is too busy noticing that he saw Damian. You see several things happen all at once. The acrobats who had been fighting appear, but you notice that they were fighting the soldiers and then kind of cartwheel out and take off sprinting away. All of them in different directions. The minstrel winks at you and then kicks at the barrel he is in, and the barrel top opens for a moment and disappears, and he falls into the barrel, and then the barrel top goes back up.
Seamus is like, "Did you notice I saw Damien?"
These soldiers
I had no idea.
all lower their guns, which are versions of the same gun or shotgun or blunderbuss that Damian uses, and fire off large bags filled with beans that strike these guys that are brawling here and knock all of them unconscious. And I
They're not
need
murdering everybody.
a cool check from Lanata and Grayweird.
Yeah, what we
Let's
at?
see.
They're nearby.
Okay, cool's on the same page. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
that
be
Cool's
careful.
on the same.
As per our conversation before, if you roll too good on your cool check, you have to move in with the Cunninghams.
I did not roll cool.
All right, so you are frightened at the moment.
Yeah.
Lanata, you are not frightened. Several
I've
soldiers
done
come
nothing
in
wrong.
from this direction.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of want to scramble in the barrel after this guy. It's like
Yeah.
seems to be my
These-
best bet.
These soldiers rearm or reload their weapons as they're moving forward with the bean bags and take out this brawling horde here and put them down. Lieutenant Scheitzer raises her pistol in the air. No, I knew you'd get that. Would you like to explain why that's so fun?
I just need to take a drink.
It's close to the word for shit in German.
Yes. Lieutenant Scheitze raises her pistol in the air and fires off a shot. This is not your normal pistol, and actually the shot goes into the air, and it's some sort of pyrotechnic that blasts. And all of the remaining soldiers, including the ones that were on the street, lower their weapons, and they're pointed at a few ruffians in the street and all of you. And she says, "Surrender in the name of the Emperor."
Hands up. Reach for the
Yep.
sky and shit.
We have done something wrong.
Can I get in the barrel?
You could try.
I want to try.
All right.
You're going to need to be more stealthy than a marginal success.
Well, you're going to need a couple rolls. First, you're going to need a stealth roll to see if you can do it unseen.
All right.
Yeah, just don't make it a marginal success.
It's okay if only Shima sees me. Legs, charm. That's weird. Do I not have stealth? I would have thought I had stealth.
You do have stealth. You have an any stealth and a roll stealth. So you want to roll against the any stealth, which is a 42. It's on your main sheet.
Okay, it's way down there. It's way down there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Any stealth rolling?
Ooh,
Success, and it's not marginal.
nice.
No.
And then you need to do a. Let's do a track first to see if you noticed how exactly it was opened, and then a sleight of hand to open it. So,
Okay, so did you say track?
yep. Secrets off to the right of stealth.
Oh, okay. Set. Oh, trap. Oh, track or trap?
Track. TRACK.
Okay, track.
Okay, and give me a sleight of hand roll.
Okay, that should be significantly better for me. Let us hope. Yes, it
That's
is,
much
baby.
better.
All right. You are unable to track exactly what it is, how this person opened, but you begin banging stealthily, mind you, all parts of the different parts of the barrel, hoping that you can find some way to open it. And surprisingly, you do. The top of the barrel opens. I need you to do one more roll for me. Give me a dodge roll to get into that barrel.
Hey, I can dodge a wrench.
And apparently stealthily bang on something.
Finger tapping, baby. Fuck.
As you try and dodge aside all of the soldiers and disappear into the barrel, one of the soldiers grabs you by the scruff of the neck. He's like, "That's enough of that, little one." And coming up out of the top of the barrel, you see the minstrel, who is now wearing an Altdorf uniform, and he's like, "Special Marshal Tigra Norris, Chuck Norris, arresting you."
Uh-oh.
What were you
Texas
gonna say,
Rangers
Jeff?
busting you, dude.
I
Yes.
was gonna ask you if I look in to see if the barrel's empty or if there is actually somebody hiding in there.
He
Yeah,
came
he
out.
He's also a quick change artist.
Yes.
I don't expose him.
Maybe he has those Bruce Almighty powers. You know how he just goes whoosh and all of his clothes fly off of him?
He does. All right. So, have all of you surrendered? I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sitting there with my arms. I don't have them in a surrender position, but they are out, showing I have no weapons.
Okay.
I start doing a pathetic grovel and beg. Well,
Mhm.
I'm just a poor, wee, blind little halfling beggar. Please don't hurt me. Like, there's all kinds of craziness going on. I'm just trying not to get stabbed or stomped on by anybody.
Hey,
I go home. I don't
that's
even.
enough for
I don't
that.
even know where I am anymore. I got so turned around and all the chaos and there's shots going off and it's bloody terrifying out here.
Clap them in irons. They clap irons on your legs and on your hands. They come up to Lanata. They have irons for you as well. It's like, turn it around, elf. We know who you work for.
I look at them haughtily. I slowly turn around.
Like, irons, really? What the hell's am I going to do? I'm 3 feet tall.
Yes, we've heard it all before. Spreading lies and everything else. And they put the irons on Lanata and they line up Grayweird next to you. Those
How can
two
you know
over there.
How can you say a person's a lie if you don't even know them?
You'll find out. And Seamus and Damian, the other soldiers, come over to clap you in irons as well. What do you do?
I go along with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck with the Emperor.
This is a misunderstanding, but we will work it out.
The stallion and the one from Avalon, these two, yes. And the lady, the lieutenant comes over. Yes, those are the ones I was told about. These ruffians, execute them.
What?
These 4, bring them to the Minister of Justice. She pointed to the other ruffians that were knocked out. She's like, all of these, they're conspiring Ubershreik isolationists, trying to revolt against the Empire. Give them the customary trial and then put them up for execution.
I love it. At least there's a trial.
Round up all the usual suspects.
When he said customary trial, I heard rigged, but that's just me.
You 4. Let's go.
Who for? Who else is he talking about? Hey, tell me what's going on.
And a cart is rolled up, and you're put into a cart. And to your surprise, people are pelting you with vegetables and stuff as they drive the cart past you, trying to get in the good graces of the guard. They drive for about 15 minutes to another part of the city where you're unceremoniously led into a dungeon 3 levels down and are locked in a cell together. And you're told that you will be seeing the magistrate in the morning. And with that, your irons are taken off, though, and but your gear is taken away. So
I have managed to secure on my person a number of thrown vegetables.
Okay.
Well, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to eat.
So I will let you be in the dungeon for the moment, and if you guys want to talk or whatever, and then we will move on from there. So
as long as any of these guards are in earshot, I just keep wailing about like just the oppression of the Ubershreik just picking on halflings and a cripple one at that. What kind of heartless monsters is it? I tries to say no. The big feet ain't like that. My cousins and my aunts and my brothers and my uncles. No, you don't understand. They ain't got no respect for us little folk. No, I'm going. It's like they told me not to go to the big bloody city. But like, what can I do? You're like, maybe I'll get like a, I got blinded in that industrial accident working in the in the blacksmith shop. Right, got the filings in my eyes, and
Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. Just
Shut
first
up.
time you ever been in a cell or something?
Well, not if I can help it.
So the guards aren't really paying attention to you. They close the door. A few minutes later, some more people are brought down. Some of the ruffians are brought down, are actually imprisoned down here. There are also some of the acrobats are brought down and imprisoned down here. All of these acrobats look to have genuine bruises on them. Some of them have been beaten senseless, but they appear in big good spirits and they're arguing with each other about this or that or what started it. You see Lanata, you see the 3 halflings who kicked the shit out of those guys have been caught. They're brought in as well. One of them is a halfling woman. who with a very long, brown, attractive hair, who is in the cell next to yours, Graybeard. So,
Oh, all right, really?
yes.
I'll just kind of like sidle up to that side of the cage. I mean, is it like walls between us or is it bars between us?
Walls and bars. So.
Yeah. Something smells nice next door, right? Smells like a right little plump Sheila.
Oh, what? I heard about you and my grandmother. Well, not you in particular, that one over there. So,
Oh, really? Hey, it's
Your legend grows, Seamus.
See,
Yeah, I did,
this is what I was hoping for.
I was a right help you, grandmother. I was. I introduced these two. Struck a good bargain with your uncle, was it?
yeah, well, don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to see them again. Anybody who gets locked up down here, well, you're probably not going to be executed, so we'll be okay. We might get a few lashes. I'm kind of into that, though. She gives you a wink.
Do tell. Do tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halflings are some kinky some bitches in this game, let me tell you.
Yes, they are.
She kind of moseys away from you on over to the corner and proceeds to fall asleep as if this is not her first rodeo. Meanwhile, the other acrobats are still talking amongst each other. Some other people are let in. And, night is starting to fall. So you guys can talk amongst yourselves, listen in to what everybody else is saying. You let me know what you want to do before morning comes.
I'm more listening to what everybody else is saying because I'm hoping to kind of get bits of information about what happened.
Okay.
Hour.
Go ahead and give me a. Let me think for that for a moment. Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah.
And then, or a gossip check if you want to talk to somebody. Anybody who wants to do this.
Yeah. Impressive success on perception.
I will go for gossip.
Okay.
I'm curious, would practicing do anything to improve my skills?
No, not necessarily, but we could talk.
Spend XP.
Now, I position myself where I can see the most people as possible, and I'm just going to observe because me trying to gossip would not be good amongst this group.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as well, then.
Okay.
Well, Seamus is just going to practice. Keep his skills sharp.
You are able to do that. In fact, you look a little bit menacing. Why don't you give me an intimidation check?
It's the walls that's blocking my perception. I must be outside.
You need the wide open spaces of nature.
Intimidation. Is that main? Intimidation.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Impressive failure.
Man. I was going to give you a bonus. You still failed. So, all right. You are over there. You are one of those guys, like one of those guys that's in the gym thinking that they're really impressive, squatting like 10 pounds or something. You're really proud of yourself. But in the meanwhile, everybody's looking at you going, just shaking their head going, okay, whatever.
He's looking like Cloud trying to do the push-ups in Final Fantasy.
Damian, you're kind of looking around and you notice that the carnival folk that have been arrested are kind of going back and forth, and some of them are like, hey, where's Klaus? It's like, where's Franz? It's like, I don't know. Where are those two twins who were acrobats that we picked up in the town over? I don't know. And then some of them, do you know what happened? No. Did we start this? No, we never start this. It's bad for business. Yeah. No.
I was today years old when I realized you could fail shadowboxing. I just failed shadowboxing.
Not only that, you got knocked the fuck out by your shadow. So
it was Ilario.
Grayweird, you get to talking with a couple of the acrobats and the halflings, and they're like,
Yeah, I'm mostly focused on the Carney people are here.
Yeah, the halfling's like, yeah, man, I don't know what happened. I mean, every now and then, everybody needs to blow off steam, but I didn't see anything. It's just me and those two thought it would be a lark to go out as one of the tallies and beat the shit out of some, biggins. So we had a little bit of fun, and we get thrown in here for a little bit. She gets whipped because she's a kinky little thing, and we go home. So, I'd ask the carnies over there. So you go over to the carnies, and one of them looks at you suspiciously for a moment. He's kind of dabbing at his face, getting face paint and stuff. He was one of the clowns out of a cut on his face. Looks like he was bashed in the face with the butt of a rifle or something. He's like, what can I do for you?
Yeah, curious as always. We was actually coming to see the show. Heard really impressive things about it, right? Was looking forward to it. And then, all bloody hell broke loose, didn't it? Any idea why?
I have no clue. I like your accent, though. I'm from around that region in the Border Princes myself. My mom grew up right around the Moot, so I know all about you. Although we lived.
I was from the Moot, or nearby.
Yeah, but I've been with this lot for a while. We've been traveling. We were at Tilia and Astalia. Before that, we did some. We actually were over in Lustria for a couple of the colonies. We sailed all the way over there and made a good bit of money. Came back, toured Bretonia, even went to Middenheim, and then we came to Ubershreik. We picked up some more crew along the way because some of the people died in Lustria from disease or illness. Some of them decided to settle down with some of the Amazons down there, if you know what I mean. And here we are, and suddenly all hell breaks loose. I mean, I've heard talk of the Jungfrud, the Jungfrud, the rebels, or however they pronounce it around there, the Hungfrud or Hungfried, or I don't know. But there's rebels here.
The Humfucks.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard talk of them. Maybe it was them. I don't know. All I know is that everybody started fighting all of a sudden. Next thing I know, there's soldiers. Somebody's batching me in the face. Old Franz, who we picked up in Middenheim, he's blowing flames on people, and then he fucks off. I don't know where the hell he went. So it was a right mess.
I got bad news about your mate Franz.
What's that?
I was pretty close by, and I heard a whoosh and a thunk. And then old Franz, just after he'd lit some blokes up with his fire, I could feel the heat, right?
Before he did, he said, I want to pump you up.
Yes.
Sounded to me like somebody shot him.
That's a shame. Franz was an old one. In fact, he told me this in confidence when we got drunk one night in between here and Middenheim. But I'll tell you anyway, he's an old campaigner. I couldn't believe it. He actually fought in the wars up north. He went through Kislev with the old emperor when they fought against the Chaos and the Chaos Waste. He was part of the Imperial Army back in the day. Can you believe that?
Crikey, you don't say.
Yeah, he's an old cannoneer from Nome. He used to work on a cannon crew. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's why he's so good with the fire and smoke, I bet.
Probably. You're probably right.
I got another question for you. There was a minstrel nearby playing. Is he part of the troop?
Nah. I mean, he'd been around us for the week that we've been in town performing, and he's been around and taking advantage of the crowds we were bringing in to get some coin and play for the crowd and everything. I've never seen him before in my life, but he seemed to be popular. He knows all the tunes.
That's the thing, isn't it? During the middle of all that, with people bleeding and dying and getting trampled and stabbed and shot, that mad bloody bastard just kept playing away.
Yeah. I thought I heard music playing. That is weird. That is really weird. I don't know. Maybe he was hoping he'd get some coin for entertaining people while getting the shit kicked out of him. Who knows? Who knows what these Reichlanders are up to, In fact...
he fucked off when Lieutenant Brassballs came off shooting a gun in the air.
Yeah. After this whole experience, I'm quitting the troop. I'm going back to the Border Princes. I'm going to be a farmer again. It seems to be safer, even with the greenskins out there.
Yeah. Good luck to you then, mate. Assuming
too.
we just with a few lashes.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. All right. Anything else anybody wants to do before we move on to morning?
I got nothing.
I sit in shame for having gotten my ass kicked by a shadow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like not saying anything because I'm like I know how these guys are.
I want to ask the acrobats a question.
Okay.
It sounded like some of you folks over there was actually mixing it up with the gods, which, I mean, we all have wanted to punch him in the face a time or two, I'm sure, or if you're my size, right in the old twig and berries. But that seems like a surefire way to get yourself shot in the face or executed afterward.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what came over me. I mean, Franz, he got into it with them first, and then Carl, he got into it, and then Joan and Hans were into it as well. We saw them going, and then suddenly my blood was stirring. I felt my blood come up, and I wanted to fight them. I wanted to help them out, so I got into it. And I'm not like that. I'm a pacifist. I usually piss myself when I see a mouse, let alone a skaven.
You could say you pass a fist when necessary.
Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't say anything about that at all with you that got beat up on that shadow over there. You're not passing any right now, mate.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's like that.
His counterpunch is hard.
The shadow knows.
Damn. I guess he does.
Yeah, so it was the most unusual thing. I mean, I don't even remember how it started. I think that somebody was arguing, and somebody was like, "Ooh, who owes who money, and who needs to give somebody this, and you did that to her sister, and his mom kicked you in the nuts." And then the next thing you know, all hell was breaking loose. People were fighting. Everybody was kung fu fighting me. I didn't know what was going on. So
I couldn't tell if it was fast as lightning or nothing, but it sure was frightening.
it was.
Yeah.
It was. It was truly disturbing, but I'll be glad to put this town in my rearview mirror when it's all done. I'll tell you that.
Now, don't mind me saying I'll be disappointed because I had been looking forward to seeing the show.
Yeah, well, maybe you can catch us another time. Meanwhile, my camera doesn't want to behave, so there it is. All right.
We will see your head before long once again.
Yes. All right.
Get a little Wilson action again.
Yes. Morning dawns, and 2 by 2 people start getting called up. Called
Hands of
out.
blue.
The halflings are called out. Yeah, you better hope it's not hands of blue. The halflings are called out. The acrobats are called out.
You gonna say something, Jeff?
I did say something.
We
What's
didn't
up?
hear
I
you.
didn't hear you.
I don't know how you can out hear me. I'm loud. How's that? See you soon, sweetheart.
And then finally, it's only the 4 of you. And someone comes down and goes, "Hey, Eli, E4, it's time. Line up 1 by 1. The manacles are going on again."
Fine.
Right, somebody tell me where to stand.
I'll guide you to where you need to go.
The manacles are
What a nice-
flapped.
And in the place where you live.
I hope everybody's been treating her nice. She's got really soft hands.
Mm-hmm.
The callous. But the rest of it feels soft. And yet taut. I'm confused by this. You're
Is
feminine.
Lenata gonna let that go?
No, he gets a knot behind his head.
Yes.
Aye.
All right.
Under breath, he's like, totally worth it.
Are you are all manacled together and chained together and are led out into the square? Go ahead and give me. You know, I'm not going to make you roll. Now that it is daytime and you're allowed to look around, all of you can see that you are in the once pristine nobles' court and are being led. At least Damian knows, to the House Jungfraud's representatives. Jungfraud being the besides a group, also the name of the ruling noble family here, where they make their rulings in different courts and stuff like that. There are people lining the way as you walk, all of them yelling different things. One lady points at Seamus. He goes, "That's the one that killed my cow." Another guy points at Lanata and goes, "Shumford scum." Another points at all four of you, goes, "Give them what for, you rebel, up for Ubershreik, we love you." Other people yelling, "Murderer, serves you right." One lady tries to kick at Damian and says, "Altdorfers are here to help us, you sons of bitches." One other lady is like, "Best of luck." And then a little boy comes rushing in and grabs onto Grayweird. It goes, "I love you, mate. Why don't you go home now, you halfling scum?" As he sees the soldier runs away and he gives you a wink. So
basically, it's Twitter.
Yeah.
All right. All of these people is getting all this hate, and I'm getting love. Why am I here? Clearly, there's been a terrible mistake. You should just go ahead and clap me irons now, and we'll call it square. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, I'm saying nothing. I'm just walking through as if I'm walking through a forest and there's nobody but me there.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm doing kind of the same, keeping my head high. I'm not going to show any vulnerability.
Okay. As you continue walking, you go into the courtyard of the Jungfruit house, and you see that there are several blocks, and there are bloodstains lining all of the all over in hay and stuff inside this courtyard, and you're led into the building. Inside, where you would normally expect to see Ubershreik soldiers in their blue and yellow livery, it is noticeable that the Jungfruit Ubershreik blue and yellow banners have all been replaced with banners of Altdorf with the griffin on it, and that the walls, or the building itself along the walls, is lined with Altdorf liveried soldiers. They're also sitting in makeshift benches, and there is a large group of spectators up in the gallery watching. The four of you are brought in and put in the dock and told to stand there, and that your lawyer will be along presently.
If I sit, mate, no one will see me. Might not be a bad thing. If I sit, mate, no one will see me, but it might not be a bad thing.
There's actually no place to sit. It's just the dock. So it is a wooden platform with a wooden railing for you to stand at. Although your head would be like barely get above the railing anyway.
I'll say yep, I'll just find my way behind all these big folks over here.
A door opens in the back of the room, and an elaborately robed drudge, draped in black and red, wearing a long white wig, comes out and sits at a high dais. I mean, this thing is like 10 feet tall and is staring down at you. He has a small pair of spectacles that sit on his long, beak-like nose, and he leans forward to study all of you. Another man comes out and bangs a halberd twice on the ground. "This is the Right Honorable Judge Malierte, a hard man, but fair man. He is the judge in his name of the Emperor Karl Franz of Altdorf, here to pass judgment on those who have broken the Emperor's peace in his city of Ubershreik yesterday." And he gives out the date. He looks around. The judge looks again, and he goes, "These are the accused?" And a prosecutor steps forward and nods. Very good, very good. Should we read the charges, or should we pass sentence now?
I'm going to look at him and say it is common in my land to let someone know what they are accused of.
I raise a hand so I can see it. And frankly, mate, how could I have possibly been disturbing the peace? I mean, I'm not even 100% sure where I'm at, what's going on. I was just clapping irons. Like, I'm just a wee little man, right?
He sighs. Very well then. I'm supposing you're going to want a defense attorney as well.
If that is agreeable.
He shakes his head from side to side. Oh, there's even a... And he kind of makes this disdainful sneer. Noble amongst them. Well, this should be interesting. He snaps his fingers towards the rear and he goes, very well, read the charges. The clerk comes forward again. He goes, you lot stand accused of destruction of private property, disruption of commerce, inciting a riot, contributing to general lawlessness, murder, and the profligation of vile conspiracies about, and he looks closer, horrible, ungodly chaos in our sewers, unsubstantiated rumors taking away from the public good and the public ease. How do you plead?
Oh, now it all makes sense. You're a bunch of wankers who's framing us up.
Yeah, I thought that was obvious.
Do you say that?
Sure. What have I got to lose at this point? We do
Judge,
a valuable public service for the good of this town, mind you, at the risk of life and limb. I had my entrails hanging out, mind you. I got sepsis from the bloody shit in your sewers here. And these other folks, they went to the Met. They fought giant rats. They fought cultists. They're like, they're brave this lot, right? I mean, look at this guy. I'm waving, I'm pointing in the wrong direction because I'm still pretending I'm blind. Look at this guy over here. The one with the accent like you, right? And he's down there in the muck and the guts, and he did his duty for this town. Of course, he's a man of honor, and this is how you're going to treat him. Ha! Biggins.
there's a kerfuffle in the back from where the judge was pointing when he snapped his fingers. And those of you who turn around to look, you see a black-robed woman in a gray wig storm into the courtroom. She flashes all of... Huh?
I'm so going to get gagged.
She flashes all of you a smile, the characters in the dock, and points her finger at the judge, at you all, and says, "Don't say another word. Not another word. Your Honor, this is highly unusual. Your pardon, Your Honor, but I need a brief recess to consult with my client before they say anything more." And she points right at you as she gets to the dock, that they'll regret. The judge looks from the woman over to the party and then back to the woman, goes, "Really, Osana, these?" She snorts and shakes her head. Yes. I'm representing this group right here. Besides, fine, we'll have a short recess. Hensel, you, clerk of the court, Hensel, wake up. Is it time for the executions, Your Honor? No, not yet. We're already done with that for the day, I think. Go fetch me a pie, and preferably one that wasn't involved in the brouhaha down in the market. I'll get to all of you in a moment. So, and you are led off into an antechamber to get ready. So, anything you want to say to this woman before she leaves for a moment?
I guess that's our public defender.
She closes the door behind her and shoos out the guard. She goes, "Yes, I am." She's like, "But let me introduce this. It seems that we all are in a spot of trouble, eh?"
Well, none of our own doing, I dare say. This is a kangaroo court if ever I've had one.
Yes, well, you're not going to find many kangaroos in Ubershreik, but you're not wrong. By the way, I've heard tell from certain people that you can see just fine under there. But if you wish to pretend, don't worry. But some introductions first. My name is Barrister Osana Winatis, but you can just call me Osana. Who all are all of you. And if you wish, anybody want to give me, if they wish, could do a simple lore or law or empire check if you want to see if you recognize her.
Damian's probably the best one for that, I'd think.
If I can find it. I think I do have lore for Ubershreik, but I just don't know where it is.
It should be on your main page.
Yeah, that's where I'm looking. I just don't see it.
Let's see.
Oh, Reichland. Okay, I got it. All right,
Yep.
we'll roll that.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Nothing.
You are so disquieted about everything going on that you are not able to recognize her. Though all of you do know that if she is indeed a barrister, barristers usually only represent the very wealthy, and lawyers are only allowed to address the higher appellate courts of the empire. So this is pretty unusual, and you are not sure why she's here and who, more importantly, who's going to pay her. So
yeah.
Just so
I go ahead and introduce myself in the meantime.
I've heard of you, Damian. I heard of your father, actually. What about the rest of you?
I am Lenata Wolfkin, and this only proves the point I should be in the forest more.
Yes, I'm not familiar with that name, but greetings, welcome. What about you, Master Halfling?
Well, since you were so kind to put it that way, I'm just going to keep up my pretense because that's how you get caught. You got to commit to the role 100%, right? I suppose if we're going to be this friendly about things, Grayweird Underfoot at your service.
Very good, very good. I don't believe we run in the same social circles, but you seem a very nice chap. And you...
I'm a professional beggar.
Seamus, I have seen you fight several times. You won me a nice bit of money in your last fight.
Glad to help you out. Thanks for coming out to watch.
Oh, you are most welcome, big boy.
I snicker when she says that.
So, well, first off, before we get down to the actual business, do any of you have any questions? That was all very sudden.
As Lenata Snickers, Grayweird can't help but kind of mutter to himself Fighting's not the only reputation he's getting around here.
The point is that I'm getting a reputation.
It's better to be talked about than not be talked about.
Well, before we get down to business, let's get down to business. So let's look. And she unfurls a scroll that she brought in with her, and she goes, Well. Oh, dear. Well, it seems that they're trying to lay the whole of that little riot at your feet. Isn't that special? It says here that you started the brawl. You attacked the soldiers. You near ransacked the town. And she looks over the four of you. Okay. And, oh, my dear, you killed Franz the Fiery. You killed Franz the Fiery, they say. Oh, the children are going to be so upset about that. He's been quite the entertainment legend here the last week. So, that is most unfortunate for you. Too bad this is all a bunch of bullshit.
That's exactly, because I have not one bruise upon me. How do they explain that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course
You're at the wrong place in the wrong time. That's it.
No, it's not that. Remember the charges.
Yes, I remember.
It's all about. We told the truth. We actually tried to do the right thing. And damn it, me mum and dad told me never to do the right thing. It always leads to trouble. And here it is being proven true yet again.
Yes,
I know there's terrible things going on below their streets, below their very feet. And instead of just ignoring it like I expected them to, sweep it under the rug, they want to sweep us under the rug with it and then trample on the rug.
Yes, it seems there's a affidavit read by a witch hunter captain who swears that you made the whole thing up or brought something back that caused... it's probably him covering his own ass, if you ask me, but who knows? We'll get this taken care of. I anticipate, but What do you all have to say? Do you have any questions before we go into the nitty-gritty of what we're going to need for your defense?
Yeah, really, is there any way in hell we're going to get out of this? Or should we just go ahead and lay our heads down the blocks now, right?
Oh, no. You've probably never heard of me, but she leans in. I'm quite the good barrister. Plus, and she leans in closer, I've got dirt on this judge if worse comes to worse.
All right. Second question then, right? You're a big fancy barrister. We're a noble and a bunch of riffraff and an elf. Why are you here? And how are we supposed to pay you back, eh?
Well, here's the thing. I'm known for taking on lost causes. It's kind of my cause celeb. I like to do it. Not only that, I love my town. I love the empire. And I don't like what's become of it. It's all
Do you
so
happen to
ugly.
work for Nelson and Murdoch?
I do.
Yeah.
And
You
Murdoch
happen
is
to know a
blind.
man named Saul Goodman.
Yes. But these are difficult times for Ubershreik, and justice is all too often denied in such times. I'm occasionally called upon to make certain that the scales are balanced more or less, though I like to tip them in my favor. But I will say, though, that your benefactors prefer to remain anonymous and that they've already paid my rather substantial fee. Don't you worry, I'm getting paid as well. So I can tell you right now that I can get you out of this mess, though any donations, once I successfully do it, to the cult of Verena would not go amiss.
Noted. Now,
I
you
kind of
mentioned...
nudge Grayweird. Hey, find out. Shit, I lost it. Sorry.
Don't be shy, mate.
No, I lost it. The thought just left my mind.
Yeah,
Mid thought, I was trying to figure out how to say it, and it just left.
I've been having a lot of those moments lately.
She, I think she fancies you already. I think you've got a pretty decent shot.
All of you know that Verena is the goddess of justice, law, and knowledge. And for the first time, you notice that she has symbols of Verena stitched into the border of her robes. So
Now, that brings me to point number 3 that you brought it up. We has benefactors, eh? This rabble.
there are people who have noticed your group and have decided to intervene on your behalf. Much the better, since several of the other people who are accused, well, you've seen the carnage upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Indeed,
all of them, though. Some of them were got away just with lashes or with a telling off. Believe it or not.
That a female halfling by any chance? Any idea what became of her?
Oh, she got off with the telling off, and then asked to be lashed, which they did. It was unusual.
I like the cut of her jib, I do. Well, back to this, though. 4th point. What's we going to owe them? Assuming you can get us out of here with your incredible legal acumen.
Well, I'm not quite sure. Knowing the people who are involved that they are, though, they're certainly going to want you for your...
Indeed. Nothing in this world is free, right?
Right. They're going to want you for your... Not for your skills in buying things at the market or satisfying those who sell things in the market. Though I have heard rumors of that as well. So,
Hey, don't believe the rumors. They're beyond even your expectations.
I can
I
only
say nothing,
imagine.
but I just give a little smirk and a nod.
I've
Shaking
become
my head.
I've become Seamus's pimp, I realize.
Yes, you are.
So,
Is that legal in Ubershreik? I don't know.
I think it is.
Grayweird wouldn't care. In fact, he probably would be doing it more if he knew it was illegal.
my
Fair
question
point.
for you then is this. I have intervened temporarily on your behalf. Oh, by the way, do you have any other questions before I continue with my legal advice?
One last question then.
Certainly.
What do you need us to do for you to facilitate all of this? To help you help us?
Here's the best thing you could do.
Benefactors.
Shut up.
She's going to tell me, not you.
Here's the thing. I would encourage you to plead, and I know you're not going to want to do this because you are innocent. I understand. Plead no contest to these charges. And let me speak on your behalf, and I guarantee you will get off with an acceptable sentence. In fact, it will not even be a sentence that will require any jail time or anything. We will work something out that will be completely acceptable.
All right, I'm in. I mean, I've got nothing to lose but my head.
Does anybody have lore law? I don't think that you do, but
I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I will double check that.
okay.
If you, man,
No, I don't.
What were you going
Nope.
to say, Mike?
no, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Right. I mean, it seems like this is not only the best option, but our only option as far as I can see. Things are spinning out of our control. Things are being played by those who are much bigger than all of us put together, right? So, fuck it. Let's see where it goes. That's my say anyway. The rest is up to y'all. I've decided no contest for me.
And the other three, will you also accept a no contest plea?
I find this most distasteful, but I see no better alternative.
It happens a few times. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, no.
Seamus looks to Lenada.
Very good, very good. Then
Lenada?
let
I just looked straight ahead as like, this is not my town. I do not understand your laws.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know
But-
which way to proceed.
Yeah, but once we know who has set us up, I think that there will be a reckoning.
Yeah, don't worry, the rest of you. The only person whose reputation will really be hurt by all this is his.
Yeah.
I just can't help but like twist the knife and pour Damian.
Yeah.
Because I am the lowest rung of society out of all of you.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
even me it being a noble thing. It's just a matter of honor thing. Like, he just really finds, lying even for it's a lie to him, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know, get you killed, mate. Just ask the stocks.
Okay. That's why we must be better than them, my friend.
very, very good then. Let us go outside. I will notify the judge and he will return and we will go back to proceedings. Is that acceptable to all of you?
I suppose I can't consult him no more, right?
I would not encourage it, at least not until sentence is passed. And even then, it's probably not a good idea because they could rearrest you.
That's all right. I'll think it loud, but I'll think it.
Very good, very good. So you go back in, and the judge comes back and sits up on the large dais. He goes, "So, what exactly is it that we've decided to do here, Barrister Winatus?" She goes, Your Honor, my clients have all decided to plead no contest and beg the Emperor's indulgence, though they are most insistent that they did not start the fight and that they only acted in the defense of all of those innocent individuals who were caught up in this ruckus, this brawl, this disturbance, which took away the peace of our good town. No, I will also note that they have been charged with the murder of one Lord Franz the Fury. But you'll note, Your Honor, in the report that Franz was shot with a crossbow bolt, and none of my clients own a crossbow, do you? She looks at all four of you. She kind of gives a little nod to her head, like you should all nod.
I just shake my head.
Shake your head. So that is patently false. So with that, they will throw themselves, being the good citizens, the good subjects of the emperor that they are, even or subject themselves to the emperor's rule, though they may be from foreign lands, of right good and noble and proud people, she points to Lanata, or hungry people, and she points to Grayweird. But they deserve the leniency of this court. At that, there's another disturbance in the back, and the witch hunter captain that you spoke to before comes in, and he is being led in by a lady in a rather expensive dress. Damian, you immediately recognize her as Lady von Drakenberg, one of the noble houses that is trying to win the emperor's favor to become the ruling house of Ubershreik in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I say nothing because court is in session, but I make a note of it to tell everyone later.
Your Honor.
I'm being particularly still and quiet with the witch hunter in the room.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there as nobly as possible. I'm looking like I'm standing in court, as in the king's court, and not a court of law.
Seamus, are you flexing to show off your wares for later on? So
Seamus has not responded to questions. Seamus is not saying anything on purpose because Avalonians don't talk while in custody.
Oh, nice.
Your Honor, we do not know the truth or falsehood of any of these reports, and I, on behalf of my noble charge here, who is the right captain of the Northwest Quadrant of the Witch Hunters, can attest that these four may have done some small service in the past, but they have brought some rather scandalous claims to light as well, causing resources and ill repute on those who serve the city so faithfully. We are willing to overlook these, but surely false reports of such as these require some recompense to the city of Ubershreik. That is our belief, anyway. That being the family von Drakenberg. The judge nods for a moment, and your barrister looks at her and shakes her head. Really? Really, Salundra? Have you been knocking boots with this one as well? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a legal argument. Have you been having congress with this one outside of your father's wishes?
I like her.
Yeah, I like our barrister.
Well, I cannot attest for all of this, Your Honor, but you have heard what I have said and what these good people have decided to do in pleading no contest. So we will leave it to you and the fairness of the empire and the emperor's justice. The judge kind of considers for a moment.
Well, like tug on her robes for a second.
She looks down. Yes.
I wouldn't mind taking a few lashes, just so you know. I'd like to have something in common with that bird who left earlier.
We'll see what we can do.
All right, thanks. Hey, by the way, you aces. You and aces.
Thank you. He's about to rule. Hold on. The judge looks up and goes, well, he looks at the four of you. I think we can put to bed the claim that this group killed Franz the Fury. They don't own a crossbow, and unless one of them smuggled it in their ass, I don't think that they've managed to hide the crossbow since the soldiers are right on the scene. He looks at the head. He looks at the captain. Captain, were there any crossbows up any of their asses? No, sir. All right. Very good. It also seems fairly unlikely that these motley crew here have gathered here have managed to assault the entire market plots on their own. I sincerely doubt that they would be able to take everyone there by themselves. soldiers and all, including acrobats. However, I have to commend them on not bothering to waste the court's time on frivolous protestations of innocence and trials. They have pled non-contest and put themselves in the hands of justice, and thus we are inclined to be merciful. There's a gathered gasp in the courtroom, and people begin to applaud. Yes, yes. Calm down, everyone. But Lady Van Drakkenberg is right. There must be some recompense. So, after consultations, and he looks and he's handed a note, and he reads it and he nods. He puts it aside. Yes, after consultations and careful review of the evidence and circumstances surrounding this case, it is my view that those who had a hand, unwillingly or not, in disrupting the peace of our fair town and also in spreading these scandalous rumors should also have a hand in restoring it. So, I sentence all of you, and he looks at all of you, to supervise duty on the watch in order that you may work off your debt to Ubershreik. This duty will commence tomorrow night for a period not to exceed 3 years. Failure to carry out your new duties shall be looked at as treason to the Empire and punishable by death.
Lovely.
In Veronica's name, I so rule. Your case is concluded. Wham! Hensel, bring me a glass of Bordelot.
I raise my hand.
It's like, I've ruled. What is it?
Any chance I could get at least like maybe 3 lashes?
I already ruled. The barrister kind of goes.
All right, maybe next time.
No, the barrister kind of nods at him and whispers, Oh, yes. You are so ordered to have 10 lashings, and does this one like the butt stuff? 10 lashings, that is all.
Most generous, Your Honor. Most generous, sir. You're a great man. Great man. Everything I said about you before was wrong. Forget it. It's washed away. In the past.
Sins to be carried out immediately. Hensel, Bordelot and another peat pie. And he walks out. You were given your 3 lashings. So, meanwhile, your barrister kind of sits there and looks at all of you. She's like, oh, well, that was a little more stringent than I thought it would be, but there are appeals, but I'm worried that if we appeal, it could get worse. Are you acceptable to the ruling that they brought down, or do you want me to continue working on your behalf?
I'm getting lashed. I'm not there to answer.
Yeah. She's speaking to Lanata, Damian, and Seamus.
I'm out in the courtyard getting lashed. I'm like, oh, yeah, mate, that's the stuff. Right there. A little higher. Oh, no. Now a little lower. Right.
What's the safe word? Never mind. I'm not going to use it.
A little more to the left.
The safe word is who told you to stop.
I will just look at her and say, this is your city's law. And I'll leave it at that.
Well, fair, Lanata. I'm afraid that my city's law is done a gross misjustice here, but 3 years of supervised service on the watch is better than other possible outcomes. Though I think, and she kind of lowers her voice a little bit, we could agree that this seems to have been manufactured to get all of you on the watch, perhaps?
That's quite possible.
Does that make any sense?
Of course, it's free labor for something they want us to do that they otherwise would have to pay for.
And it puts us in a position where we might be killed by circumstance.
Yes. Well, like I said, I could continue to watch for you or work for you if you wish, but That is entirely up to you.
I would like to know why they want us in the watch, and I think we may not know that unless we actually go there.
Is it because winter is coming?
They know
We'll be
nothing.
the watchers on the wall. Yeah.
Well,
Giants never see a halfling coming.
very good. Very good. Well, I will be in touch. I think your benefactors, will be suitably pleased. Make sure that you report for watch duty tomorrow evening. You will be reporting to Lieutenant Scheitzer's twin sister, although she doesn't have the same unfortunate last name. Thankfully, she was married and escaped the Scheitzer name and is now named Fleffer. So take that. We call her Fluffer, but that's a whole other thing.
I thought you were going there.
I look at Seamus like, well, one of us should, and then I just stopped the comment.
The Fluffer definitely sounds like a
Yes.
slogan in a commercial.
My question, though, is what does her house benefit from sentencing us?
Unless they were the ones behind the cult that we slandered.
That's a possibility.
Yes, well, I don't know about any of that, but like I said, please make sure that you report on time for your watch duty in the morning or in the evening. And if you need anything, you can reach me, my office. It is up near the Noble Quarter. I am always available during normal office hours. So.
All right.
All right.
Does she leave?
Yes.
I explained to the rest of the party why I have not spoken.
No, that was wise. Don't never give them ammunition to use against you in a case such as this.
That's
Complete
how I was
opposite.
raised.
Complete opposite strategy of Grayweird. Talking
Yeah.
into absolute confusion. Or provoke them into an advantage for yourself.
All right. So what do you all wish to do? You have the day to yourselves, and then you need to report that evening to the watch captain. So
If I got the day, I'd like to do I'd like to check in at the pit fighting circuit.
sure,
Yeah, I can work.
you could do some work if you guys want to roll for some money. So
Yeah.
Trying to remember what to roll.
Were those three halflings part of the carnival troupe, or they're just three halflings having some fun?
there are 3 halflings who are attached to that leather working shop. So
Oh. Well, I know where I'm headed because I've got a Besides, I now have a shared experience with a certain young lady.
What do you want me to roll, Nan?
you are. What is your rank? Brass 4.
I think it's brass 4. I'm trying to find it. It's not on the main. Maybe it's on the combat.
Let's see. Main page, top right.
Top of the page. Yeah, top right.
Main page, top right. Brass
If you're
4,
brass-
yes.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll 40-10, and that's how many brass pennies that you earn in a week.
Okay.
Normally it's a week, but we'll do it for today. So
Yeah, mine is brass too because I will need to get out of the city.
yep. So
Yeah.
that's
14.
yeah. We'll let you do work. I mean, you're a hunter, so you
Yeah.
break down some meat that comes in. So we'll let you roll 2d10 to make some money today.
Okay. Silver 3. So what do I roll for today?
That is your silver, so that's 3d10. So
Okay. All right.
Brass 1, baby. Surely that means I'm the best, right?
Yes. You're at 1d10. So
Where's the money again?
Okay. 17.
it's on the combat
Combat.
page down by equipment. So down in
Okay.
the left-hand side.
Aha, there we are.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I do.
Oh
Some,
no, that wasn't too bad.
I'll do some
All right.
begging on the way to the leather shop.
In fact, I'm going to say that the entire week goes by after you report. There are some, I'm going to say mundane type things that they have you do as part of the guard because this is a startup adventure. But I kind of threw you guys in the deep end, and you know how the game works and everything. So I don't want to do silly stuff like that. So we're going to get right to it if you guys are amenable to that. So
Yeah, cool.
Why not?
yeah, it was stuff like, you walk around, you're walking around town, roll a perception check to see if some guy, slid a purse or stuff like that. I'm like, you guys know how to make perception checks and stuff. So
Yeah.
I suck at them, but I do know how to do them. Yes.
Yes.
this is true. It's all right. We don't judge it here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to judge the half elves here. I mean, these are the kinkiest, horniest motherfuckers I've ever come across in my life.
You mean the halfling?
Halfling, yeah.
It's the halflings.
Right.
You have no idea what the elves are capable of.
Funny, I was like,
Oh,
I know you've read the book extensively. It's all part of the lore.
Oh, man.
They are randy, and they like to talk about it.
All right. So the week goes by, and you are able to conduct your normal life during the day. And at night, you serve on the watch. Your first night on the watch, you are introduced to Captain Pfeffer, who is indeed the twin sister of Captain Scheisse, who is desperately looking for a husband, Seamus, so that she can shed the name. So,
How she feel about
Captain Fever's the only Hearts Club band.
That's right.
she might even be willing to be Captain Underfoot. Who knows? So,
Underfoot is a name of surprising stature.
but what
It's
you
just
notice,
really low stature being underfoot and all.
what you notice after a week serving in the guard is that it is a very boring duty. Most of the time, you're marching around. You break up a few brawls. You stop someone from getting robbed in an alley one night. You actually managed to put out a fire one evening, which is the most adventure that you saw the whole time. But each time you've done this, you've done your work quickly, efficiently, methodically, brought those who needed to be brought in for justice, and they've either been brought to justice or paid their fines. And every night you have been dressed down by Captain Pfeffer telling you that you're doing your job too well, and she threatens to bring you up on dereliction of duty and says that she expects to be given a cut of any fines that are levied out to those who you arrest.
Now, here's
Lovely
where
woman.
here's where it gets even funnier. I still pretend to be blind this whole time, including wearing the blindfold and treating my spear like it's a walking stick. And then when she says all that and is like, hey, I'm just following the sound of their footsteps. Because I don't know when to shut the fuck up.
So,
Plus,
So far, like, literally nobody is buying this. I'm not quite sure why, but literally no one is buying that you're blind.
and on top of this, well, it works on the rubes, right? It works on the rubes, but people with a little bit of gray matter, it's not so smooth, right? All right, they clock to it. But
See, you need to wear a shirt that says "I'm not Daredevil." That's all I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Grayweird has weirdly decided he has a certain level of invincibility because somebody wanted us in this position. So he feels like he can talk some shit. And if he ends up getting a few lashes for it, well, that's all right. Me and that Sheila back at the Leatherworks, we're talking.
So after the week, you are have come to the conclusion that the captain and most of the watch are either corrupt, inept, or both. And your barrister comes by to check on you several times, and she informs you that something interesting has come to her attention and that someone is looking for you. Someone attached to one of your benefactors, as a matter of fact, and would like to know if you would agree to meet them at the Exploding Pig Tavern this evening, right before you're set to go on watch.
The Exploding Pig. Is Burley cooking there?
I was going to ask.
Well, we do owe him, so it might be worthwhile to at least see what he has to say.
Hey,
I
look,
will allow that she is a pig, but that is as far as I will go.
I'm keen to finally get on with it and find out what's up. Because let's face it, doing this shit's boring as hell.
They're trying to
All
bore us
right.
to death.
So you go to the Exploding Pig. It is every bit its name. In fact, every time anyone orders pork and they need to slaughter a new pig, they actually stuff the pig with gunpowder and explode it in a contained chamber, which is how the inn and tavern got its name. So there are cheers every time a new pig is exploded.
I'm gonna.
I
have
guess
to
it beats a number 17.
you know what? I'm gonna have to try me some of that. Never used gunpowder as a seasoning for.
So as you order, you realize that your order has caused a new pig to be exploded, and a cheer goes up. If several people clap you on the back, the pig is brought out, and someone leans in and whispers, he's like, for an extra silver or two, I've heard sometimes they bring the pig out alive and stuff it.
Oh, well, in that case, do we get wages, or that we're just totally impressed into service?
You were pressed into service.
You know what? Who do I give a silver to?
It's like,
Did you beg or something that day we were like I fought and Steve? Remember?
I've
Could have gotten money then.
I mean, I've got 1 gold, 10 silver, and 5 pennies. So, like, I got a silver, and
when the innkeep immediately shows up as if he has somehow magically heard you say the word silver. He goes, "I will take that silver."
there you go.
Very good. 1 live performance, and the chairs go out, and a live pig has come out, and you see that there is a turnip stuffed with gunpowder with a long line coming out, fed to the pig, and the line is lit as the pig is eating it, and sure enough, boom, the pig explodes from inside, and everybody begins sharing. Yes!
So that's what happened to my ex.
Dynamite.
Oh, that was harsh.
As the pig is being cut up and led off to be cooked for you, a woman walks in and sits down at your table, and she looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she says to you, "Oh, good Lord. Glad I found you. Can you believe it? Somebody ordered an actual live pig to be exploded."
What arsehole would do such a thing?
I know. So, where is my head? My name is Ilse Fassenwuten. I'm the road sergeant in the service of his emperor. Yeah, try saying that 3 times fast. Ilse Fassenwuten.
Ilse, got it.
A mutual friend of ours told me, well, what am I being all coy about? The barrister told me that you 4 were railroaded into press service in the watch. I pity you having to deal with them. They're inept and corrupt. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
Here's the thing. We're just doing it out of boredom, and we're still outshawning everybody in that barrack.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. I've got a little bit of pull, and your benefactors, who I'm not at liberty to name, have asked me to see if you will agree to do this. And not only will it clear your debt with them, but I have been in contact with certain people in the watch, and it will clear your duty to the watch as well. But before you agree, I need to let you know what it is exactly I need you to do and who I am. Is that agreed?
I absolutely wanted to know what it was going to be ahead of time, right?
I'll nod.
Well,
Technically, you said we can't agree before we find out.
no, it means it agreed that you want to hear what I have to say before you agree.
I'm just giving
Yes.
you shit, man.
Okay.
Yes. The answer is
Well,
yes.
Look, he's
As
a
I
bitch
said-
punched in the head on the regular, right?
Yeah.
As I said, I'm a road sergeant. Now, if you're not familiar with who we are, the road guard is those of us who patrol the actual roads. We're not beholden to any of these nobles or any of the towns or the burgermeisters or any of these other people. We work directly for the emperor and the provinces. We keep all the politics aside of it and try to keep the roads somewhat clear. It's a difficult job. It's a dangerous job. I've been doing it for 15 years, and you can see the state of my hair. And you can see that, she's got gray hair all through.
Especially when they look clear.
This. But I do have a job for you, and I'll make sure it clears you from all of this service, like I said. Here it is. There is a murderer. He's called the Pig. Yes, I know we're meeting the explosive pig, but this guy's called the Pig as well. Originally, he was a stonemason. His last name is Morar. Cold bastard. He murdered a whole load of people. In fact, he knocked someone's head clean off. He was tried in court. He was found guilty. I believe he's actually guilty, and he's awaiting execution. The problem is he's a polarizing political figure. Some people say he's a hero. Some people say he's a savior. Some people even say he's a cultist of chaos. I don't know. I don't care. My job as a road warden.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Why do people say he's a hero?
Some people say that the people he executed, the people he killed, were actual people that were trying to bully the people and his family on behalf of the emperor. Others say that he was on a vendetta against people who are loyal to Altdorf on behalf of Ubershreik. He was trying to kill them. I don't know the truth of it, but I know that he murdered the people one way or the other. Either way, he is being taken for special execution in front of the regional governor many miles away. I need someone to escort him along the roads, and we're moving him at night in secret. So obviously, if the road warden came in and took possession of him, it would look very iffy and could cause a riot. So I need someone who is less well known, who won't be dressed as guards or anything else, to escort the prisoner and take him to the place of execution to be executed. That's the job I have for you.
Sounds like a lot like a Nicolas Cage movie I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one other thing I should mention.
Here comes the butt.
Yeah. I don't know how suspicious you all are, but I don't know if you're even familiar with this, but here in the Empire, portents are a big thing. And if anything goes wrong during an execution, the execution is stayed. In fact, sometimes the person meant to be executed is let off the hook altogether. This has happened twice already under my watch, and I don't want to see it happen again. Now, the weird thing is with this guy, they've tried to take him already 3 times, and 3 weird things have happened, but it wasn't as he was about to be executed, so his execution has not been affected. I will tell you that the first time they opened the door to take him out, the door wouldn't open for 3 days, and so he missed his execution date. Somehow it was locked, welded, and barred shut, but in a magical sense. I don't know what was going on there. The second time as they brought him out, lightning struck a tree and knocked out 3 of the guards cold, and the man just stood there watching them until they woke up, and then they took him right back into his cage. Then the third time he came out, there was an ungodly amount of rain, and the sewers backed up, and so literally a river of shit blocked his procession to his out of the city to be executed.
All right. Can we rush over that part about rivers of shit?
Oh, absolutely.
We're actually familiar with the rivers of shit.
Hmm.
All
And
right.
he's been accused of being a cultist of chaos.
Well, yes. Although I would say most likely because of those 3 occurrences, I haven't heard of anything definitive. But people can be, like I said, suspicious. They could be superstitious. And when 3 things happen like that, people tend to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5,000. So,
Hey, look. Once just is. Twice is a coincidence. 3 times somebody's mucking about.
Yeah. Yeah, the question is it like friends of his trying to save it, trying to help him, or if he's doing it somehow, or if something else is going on?
Yeah, but look, he didn't run away, did he? There's a point
No.
to him.
I'm beginning to think he may be expecting to be let off,
as
but I
well,
could be wrong.
I have a theory.
Hmm?
What if he believes himself to be guilty? What if others do not?
Yeah. Now that's an interesting bit of thinking there.
I don't know. All I know is it's my duty to get him there. I considered going to the watch, but the few watch members that I could trust before I came to you, they turned it down right off the bat because they think he's cursed. The whole thing is cursed. And they also believe that he's part of chaos, which is what I told you about in the first place, was why I told you that.
All right. So here's me question about this. If it's not like you're worried about it as protecting him from somebody trying to set him free or him trying to do something himself, what are we supposed to bloody do about freaks of nature happening? How are we supposed to stop lightning or an eclipse or an earthquake or whatever other omen you're looking for to pop up?
Is it not possible that it is magic that is causing these things?
Oh, it's entirely possible it's magic. But at the same time, what are we supposed to do about something like that?
Well,
And
first off,
you can't see because of the blindfold, but I kind of give you like a little nod, like,
I'll be coming with you. Now, I can't stop lightning, but I have a number of years of experience in the field. So mundane things or things that are a little crazy, I can help you take care of. That's number 1. Number 2, and if I read this correctly, there are amber wizards who serve within the road wardens, and what happens on the road stays on the road.
well, then why not simply have a witch hunter tag along? I mean, wouldn't it be easier than putting us all through all of this?
Have you met any witch hunters?
Once,
Do they seem like the kind that are willing to hold their sword or their flame and execute and bring someone to their appointed place of execution?
not at all.
No, they most certainly do not.
Fair enough. Enough said.
All right, point taken.
So, as I said, you aren't my last bet, but you are, I think, my best bet. You look pretty capable. I have done some research in your group. We are going to be cutting through the woods. It's a journey of 2 days to get to the Mills Grove execution site. And since we are going through the forest, I am glad that a elf of Lanada's renown should be joining us. I'll also be glad of, for several reasons, of having a Seamus McDuffie with us. I've heard quite a bit.
I'm sure you have.
In
As
the
long
ring.
as the forest isn't called Mirkwood, I'm all right.
And meanwhile, Grayweir's going in the ring and out and in and out and in and out.
And young Master Damian and
Mm-hmm.
Master Grayweird there, whatever you contribute will be more than helpful.
I will do what I can.
But once again, I
poor
I'm putting the
blind,
job to you. So go ahead.
I was just going like, as much as a poor blind halfling can manage.
Indeed. But if you've tied along and we successfully execute our mission, you'll be free of this service, which, believe me, you do not want to be under the thumb of the Van Drakenbergs, from what I've heard. I don't want to get involved in politics, but yes, if they had any hand of you having to be part of the watch, best to not be beholden to them at all.
I would not disagree with that.
Doesn't Drakenberg mean Dragon Mountain?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of looking for
Well, I accept.
Yeah. I think it is a reasonable risk.
Yes. Anything to get away from the city.
Yeah.
Honestly, it sounds more interesting than all the feckin' bullshit we've been doing the past week.
Yeah.
And this way we might avoid, actually, the river of shit.
Yes. Well, good. Then here is the plan. This evening, rest up. I will go tell Captain Pfeffer or Fluffer, Pfeffer. Which is it really? Is she really named Fluffer, or is that what everybody just calls her behind her back?
I think it's
Yes.
a nickname.
Well, I'm going to call her Fluffer anyway because I want to piss her off. I will tell Captain Fluffer that she can go fuck herself. And that the four of you don't work for her anymore.
I'm sorry, Captain Fluffer, that's fucking funny shit.
Captain Fluffy.
Meet me at the gates tomorrow morning, and we will set off, or tomorrow evening, we will set off. We will journey through the night. And then we will rest tomorrow afternoon, and then make the rest of the journey to arrive at the execution site the next morning, because he is set to be executed in the morning. If that's agreeable, I will see all of you tomorrow evening.
We'll see you then.
Let's do it.
I'm like, kind of like, over the shimmer's like, I'm telling you, little flagellation, and you don't need any fluffing whatsoever.
Okay. Somewhere all of this just went so wrong, but it's so right as well. So
Totally your fault for starting the sexy stuff.
it is my fault.
Going with like the halfling lore, but as soon as you leaned in that, it's like, all right, I'm down for it.
All right. So you meet Ilsa that evening, and you set off on your journey. You're provided with a prison cart that the prisoner Mara is locked in. Looking at him, and I will show you what he looks like. Both he and Ilsa exchange cross, even hateful glances at each other. And Ilsa looks at him and goes, "Nothing's going to go wrong this time, Mara. You're going to be executed." He kind of ignores her for a moment. Or ignores her completely. But
I have a question. Does he kill people with that giant vein on his forehead?
yes, it does. As a matter of fact, it pops out and smacks people right in the freaking head. So it's unbelievable.
And with that beard.
Behind his beard is another fist.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you know that your journey is going to take you down the Reichs River and then cut inland. And you'll be journeying for most of the evening during the day along the river and then cut away from it once mid-morning comes. So you take off. Lanata.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to please make a roll. I just need to see what your appropriate Hunter skills are. Go ahead and give me a tracking roll, please. It's on your main page.
Main page, middle column, bottom.
I got
Yep.
it.
Hmm.
Ooh. Okay. Anybody else have the tracking skill?
I do not. I have outdoor survival, but I don't think I have tracking. I'll double
I've got-
check now.
Rack.
Let me,
Go ahead and give me.
Oh, I do. Oh, I do have track. Okay, I'll do it.
where's
Anybody
that
has
listed
track-
under main?
Middle at the bottom. So yeah.
I got a 4. Impressive success.
I do have tracking.
Cool. Go ahead. Give me a roll.
Mine's not so good. I couldn't
Nope.
find my.
Marginal failure.
All right. So Steve,
Mhm.
about 2 a.m, you're all kind of looking around. You have gotten quite far away from Ubershreik at this point. The sky is especially dark with no moon in the sky, and the clouds are covering most of the starlight. In fact, the only moon that is in the sky at the moment is Morsley, the dark moon, and will be the only moon in the sky for the next week, which is usually not a good portent. As you are looking, you notice something unusual: a set of tracks off to the side of the road.
Yeah, I alert everyone to the tracks. Do the tracks look like anything in particular, or like what type of person or creature would have made those?
You could go ahead and check them out. So
Okay,
go ahead
I'm going
and
to
give
need
me.
Lenata's help for that.
Yeah, Lenata is probably going to need to roll.
Meantime, I'd like to ask the prisoner a question,
Sure,
but I want to ask him in Dar.
sure.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
Hold on for just a second.
Yeah.
What do you want to ask him?
Like, so what's up, mate?
Kind of looks at you and shakes his head that he doesn't understand.
Is there
Uh,
an insight check in this game?
There is.
What skill is that?
It's also perception. So
All right. I want to see if I can see if that's a genuine reaction or if he's just pretending.
and then Lenata, I need an outdoor survival check for you, please.
All right, I'll roll that as well. I have that.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Failure.
And marginally fails.
All right.
Lenata did really well.
I am whispering to Lenata right now.
Uh-huh. I want to ask another question when you get a moment.
Yes. So going to your question, you look at it, as far as you could tell, he is telling the truth. He doesn't he doesn't understand you. So
Yeah, this time I'll accept that he doesn't seem to know Dar. I'll switch back to normal magic. So, I know we're taking you off to be executed and all that, but nothing personal between the lot of us, right? I can't help but be curious, though, mate. From what I understand, you had a free shot at running away. Why didn't you?
I place my faith in Sigmar, that he will rescue me and set me free from this injustice.
Well, that's just the thing, wasn't it? Lightning struck, gods go down, you're free.
Yes, but if I run at that point, I'll be considered a fugitive.
Mm.
So, you're looking for absolution.
Yes.
All right. That's a fair point. I respect it.
Okay.
After I've been down and look at the tracks, I'm gonna look up Seamus. Ever fought a giant?
We ate his
Never fought
brains.
a giant. No, but I'd be willing to give it a shot.
You'll be getting your chance before long, I'm sure.
Oi, you say giant?
Yes, these are very fresh giant tracks.
Yeah. Let me
E505.
let me come assist you for a second. I want to go over to the tracks. All right. So I can see their big footprints, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to stick my fingers in there. How deep are they actually?
Deep enough that unless Lenata had pointed out to you, you would have thought that they were just little gullies in the ground or something like that.
Right. And wasn't there some dwarfy fellow wearing some big ass shoes in town?
There was.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I don't think you're actually going to get a chance to fight a giant, mate.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, just know that I would if it came to it.
I believe you. You know what? I'd bet on you too.
That's my man.
Oh wow, you got a 1.
And of course, a failure, but it's not an impressive or an astounding failure, so I am improving.
Hey, you're working your way up to success.
That's
Elsa
right.
moves.
It
Elsa
wasn't an
moves
88.
over.
No.
Elsa moves over to the four of you. Goes, what's this I hear about a giant?
I point out the track.
Okay. Lenata points to it, and Seamus is just kind of looking around on guard, his fists up, hoping the giant doesn't have a shadow. And both Damian
That was a good
and
call.
Damian and Grayweird notice a small tremor in a pool of water since it had been raining overnight, and then another one.
Or
All
perhaps
right.
it is.
Why such shallow tracks? What's the space in between the tracks? Does it look like an appropriate size stride, LaDonna?
The spacing is about 20 feet between tracks.
How's this damn step so freaking shallow?
If he's that big, he's not going to hide for long.
Well,
Go ahead.
I don't know how we're going to outrun him.
Give me an outdoor survival check to look at the track again.
All right.
I'm going to try.
Don't worry, little guy. When I go running, I'll grab you.
You know what? When you grab me, I'm going to let
Yeah. Only a marginal failure.
I'm waiting for Lenata to see if she gets.
Yeah, she'll probably do better. Yeah, she did.
Wow.
Worst comes
Well,
to
no.
worst, Bling Mad is nuts. He'll never see that coming.
Lenata, you're not sure as well. As you take out a stick and begin digging down, you find out that although it's soft turf and dirt up top, that once you get to a certain depth in the ground, it is actually hard packed clay and then actual granite as well.
Ah, scheisse.
You see a hand come up and push aside one of the trees and look. Oh, I'm gonna eat good tonight, boys.
Shove this up your fee fi fo fum.
And with that,
Initiative.
What worries me is he said boys.
Yeah, I did not miss that either. Although I can't imagine the lot of us would make a meal for more than one giant.
oh, why is it dark?
I-
Hold up.
It
Because
is
we're about to
dark.
be eaten by a Gru.
Yeah.
Dynamic lighting off. Boom.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
All right, Seamus. Here's your chance.
I got a feeling he drinks a lot of beer. Because, like, he's skinny everywhere else, but he's got that beer belly
That's
just
good.
sagging over his drawers.
All right. I can't control my character.
You
Maybe
can't?
he's-
Nope.
maybe he's-
I cannot control mine either.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
What do you
Roll
say, Jeff?
20 doing its nonsense again.
Maybe he just
Yeah.
eats a lot of drinkers.
He just eats a lot of what?
Beer drinkers.
Beer drinkers. There you go.
All right,
Beer
that's
drink, yeah.
Lanata. And then Grayweird.
Do you get drunk if you eat a guy that's drunk?
Okay,
Sure.
I moved my.
And then.
Trying to find where we are. I haven't found us yet.
I always kind of like the vampire stories where if the vampire bit somebody who was intoxicated, like they got drunk or high too.
Damian.
Yeah, I got it.
And then I've got Seamus. I will remind the group that you have fate and fortune if you have it. So,
Okay. Because we might need it.
yes.
It's a friggin' giant.
Let's see.
Forgot where is initiative at.
It's on the combat page under controls.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, duh.
All right, let's do some initiative. Bum, bum, bum.
Don't forget to tag your mini.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, just in case you guys are not aware, you have as many resolve points as you have resilience. You have as many fortune points as you have fate. That's
Right.
why you can't. That's why you don't want to spend fate or resilience unless you have to, because that drops how many points you can even get.
I
Yeah,
need to take a quick break for a moment.
Two resilient, so be no fate.
Let us know when you're back. Ilsa got a 0 on her initiative. She's maintaining the honor of the road wardens there. Good job, Ilsa. So,
That's all right. She can at least perceive things.
yes.
43.
Unlike Seamus, who can apparently fight well, but you get him outside of that pit and he can't see shit.
Ilsa Fossenfuten.
Perfect.
Perfect nougat. Yes.
Oh, you didn't hear me say that earlier?
Yeah. I am really throwing you guys in the deep end, though. I was like, fuck it. We're going for a giant. So I rolled on the sheet, and what I rolled, I was not willing to give you all. So we went for giant. Because I wasn't willing to give where we're at right now a dragon. So
Oh, geez. Yeah. I was
a
like,
dragon with its
worth-
eight toughness bonus and 150 some wounds. So
Oh my god.
like, what the fuck are we going to do to this thing? Can we even dent it?
it's gonna be a smack roll.
I'll harm you.
Oh, shit. And I forgot.
Where's
dude.
that from?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Might
never
I
gonna
suggest
get those
that
references.
for this guy, if you're gonna hit him with your magic missile, you spend some turns channeling to build up damage. So
Let's see. I don't.
also remember that you get
My two new spells.
yeah. You also get bonuses to hit because he is 2 sizes larger than the humans and 3 sizes larger than the halfling, and he gets minuses to hit you because of that as well. So
Basically, you'd have to throw like my brother to miss this guy.
yes.
It sounds like your brother's got a poor pitching arm.
Yep. I had to throw that little dig in there, just in case he's watching.
This guy is about 50 feet tall.
50
I was
feet
going
tall.
to be up
Wow.
there. Giants.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, cool. So you see him, like I said, he reaches and he moves one of the trees aside. And, oh, boys, going to be eating good tonight. And he starts stepping out towards the road, seeing you. Lanata, you are up. By the way, your prisoner is in this area right here.
All right.
I'm trying to find the giant.
You're just going to call back to the cage. All right, mate.
Use it.
If you're on really good terms with Sigma, get your ass to praying right now.
From where you are, Lanata, he is up in the top right.
All right.
I think.
So,
Where did I put you? Yeah, there you are.
I don't suppose the watch equipped anything, did they?
What do you mean? You don't suppose the watch comes
Did
equipped?
the watch
with anything?
equip?
No.
of course
No.
not. All right.
Second government. This is why I don't really have a government, you know? Just cocks things up.
It's fracking frustrating.
I respect you bringing fracking into it. I'm gonna see your fracking and raise you a frelling.
Nice.
All right. So I'm gonna move here so I can hit him with my sling. I have 60 feet. Yeah. So I want to try to hit him with the sling.
Okay.
And just him this time, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Why won't it let me hit sling? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute.
What?
You're about to use a sling against a giant. This is literally a David and Goliath moment here.
Yeah, baby.
It is, yes.
And she will send up a prayer to the elven god.
Who is this uncircumcised Philistine?
I'm picking up ones for your brothers.
Yep.
I did not hit, guys.
Oh,
I probably hit myself in the head.
No, it's not even with
Oh,
your
damn.
plus of the. Like, really? How do you? What kind of hunter misses something like that?
even with a big target like that, you are unnerved. Your slingshot going well wide, and the giant's like, oh, going to eat elf bitch tonight. Damian.
Let your throat going
All
down.
right, let me see if I can get to about here, and let's see if I can hit him from here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, he's just, yeah, I can hit him. So, all right. All right, I'm going to hit him with a sling and hope I do a little better.
Okay.
And then, get +2. Oh, wait, cancel that. I did it wrong. All right. Okay, so that would be what? Very easy? Or easy, I'm sorry.
It is very easy.
Oh, I
very
forgot to put that on my roll. Oh well, I don't think
Okay.
it was that much.
Yeah, not with,
93.
yeah, probably with 93 now.
But
Yeah, 92 is not better.
no. All right.
See-
Somehow you guys are missing the wall of flesh in front of you. So
Now, you see, the problem is you're not used to looking at things more than twice your size.
although it's not giving you the bonus or the advantages. Hold on. Let me find the Yeah, you still missed.
Yeah.
So, all right.
It's not critical failure.
So you two come up and you're like all eager and somehow are just completely unnerved by the fact you're facing a giant and your shot goes well wide. Grayweird.
Yeah, right. Let me see if I can show these tosses how it's done. Whip off the blindfold, drop a stone into it, 3 quick whirls, release.
Okay.
And it's +3 for me. Am I doing that right?
What did you roll?
I tried to put in the plus minus thing, and like I haven't seen it have an effect yet.
Yeah, it's supposed to be okay. Here's the thing, guys. Make sure you just add this on your own and let me know what your rolls are. So to hit, when you are hitting this guy, he is enormous. So you are getting a bonus of for all of you. You get a bonus of +30 to hit it. So your target number goes up 30. For Grayweird, it goes up 40 because you're a halfling. And he has a minus of 40 to hit you and a minus of 30 to hit the humans. So,
All right, so if the target number was +40 for me, 83, 76 is under 83.
so basically, yes.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Roll20 doesn't seem to want to calculate the bonuses and minuses.
So you still had a marginal failure, but it's better than that. So
If my
your target number is 43. You
Right,
add
but
40, no, 83. So you had a success. So yes.
that's what I'm saying. It's not. Since we started playing this game, it
Oh,
doesn't seem to be calculating
you-
things properly.
You rolled on ballistic skill too. You should roll on your sling. So if you go to your weapon, so go to combat, click on weapons.
Isn't ballistic skill how I throw things?
Yes, but if you click on the weapon itself, it'll also give you the damage and the hit location, all the other stuff too. So
Okay, because every time I've tried to actually click on the weapon, it's failed to roll.
It's not the name of a weapon. There's two. You're gonna see the name of it twice, and it's not the name of it you want. It's the one below that you're actually gonna click on.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to make it easy for me. Okay, that's the way.
Also,
+40.
Fix it to you. Yeah.
All right. Or did I have to put the number in twice because it did pop up twice?
No, you. What do you mean put the number in?
No.
Okay, you just told me, Mike, it's going to do it twice because I did the thing, I put in the easy, and I clicked submit. So I was expecting it to roll. It didn't roll.
Oh
Then it came
no.
back, and it had a thing with like 0 in the box. So
I said you're gonna see it listed twice.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to say.
It's all right.
There's one that's an actual link and one that's just a name. You were saying you were clicking on it before and it wasn't working. That's all.
All right. It's all right. So your target number should have been, instead of 24, your ballistic skill is 43. So your target number should have been at 83. So you rolled a 33, which would give you 5 success levels. You succeeded by 5. So it's 6 plus 5 is 11, and you hit it on the right leg. So we go to
either
damage.
something wrong or the game's doing something wrong because it keeps not giving me successes.
Yeah, I don't know what the game is doing. So because your target, you put it as easy, and your target number went down.
What's weird is this was working in the first couple of games.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not working now.
So it seems okay. Just for shits and giggles, I'm just going to do the inverse just to see what it does.
All right.
All right. So let's go instead of it doesn't go any higher than very hard. All right, just roll that just to see what the hell happens. Nope, it didn't
Still
change the
didn't.
target.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. I will figure it out. So you did 11 damage to the right arm. He's got a toughness 5 plus armor 1. You actually do 5 wounds to him. So you slap him in the arm, and he's like, "Argh!"
And you
Down, little bug.
see, when everybody's already bigger than you, there's no reason to be intimidated by somebody who's just a wee bit bigger. I'm going to go
Seamus.
In my culture, it's actually more honorable to fight someone that can likely beat you.
Well, we should have a shit ton of honor tonight.
Yes, that we shall.
I'll remember
Is
that.
my turn?
I'll remember that as we're getting pooped out of his backside.
You're up, Seamus.
All right. Now, is each one of these 5, or can I move 16 of these squares?
Each of those is considered to be, well, you move 16 squares, so.
Okay. And if I go diagonally, it's worth 2?
No, we're just counting them as 1. I don't want to do all that.
Okay. Howdy.
Oh, wow. You really are ballsy.
All right, bring it.
All right. You're just going to add the successes. I'm just going to roll, right?
Correct.
All right. So.
Plus 40 or plus 30, so that means your target number is 83. So you got a success. You have 1 success level, which means you did 6 plus 1 is 7. He gets a defense because this is melee.
Yeah, something in the mouth.
Come on. Oh. So you have 1. He beat you by 2. So he actually gets. You were able to come in. You swing at him. You think you're about to hit him, and he kind of brushes your hand aside with the back of his knuckle. And even though you strike him, it doesn't do any damage to him. So, and he gets advantage. So, all right.
Oh, that's right. I get some momentum.
Yep.
Eat it.
Giant's turn. he was going to go after the elf, but he sees something meteor right in front of him. So he is going to swing at you, but before he does, I need a cool test from you, Seamus.
Everyone be cool. You
Yes.
be cool.
Be cool.
Let's see. There we are.
He's like, Seamus, what is this? This is a punch. He's like, no, it's not.
Impressive failure, because apparently that's all the kind of rolls I can do this evening.
Oh,
You are scared as shit of this giant and will be running next turn. Meanwhile, he swings at you with his weapon. Do you choose to dodge, or will you like to try and parry it?
Dodge.
Okay, go ahead and make a dodge check.
let's see. Yes, I want to parry the axe the size of a house.
Marginal failure. One way or another, I'm rolling failures all night.
And
Yeah,
he
but that-
succeeded.
Yeah.
He succeeded by 4.
Mike, you've
Hey.
become the Will Wheaton of this
Minus
game.
1. So
I
he
guess
beat
so.
you by 5.
Yeah.
He pulls up one of the trees and slams it down on your left arm, cracking through the armor and the bone and muscle. And you take a total of, what's your toughness bonus?
I think it's 6. Let me look. Yes, it's 6.
You take a total of, and you have armor 1 there as well, right?
Yeah.
All right. You take a total of 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Mm.
Why did I still have 1 wound on there?
That's your 1 armor. You should have 1 armor on.
No. I mean, I had 1 wound left on there. I
Oh,
thought I.
you should be healed now. So
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna go with the 8 then.
Yep.
All right.
Ilsa comes up, runs to the wagon, pulls out her rifle, comes to here, steadies it, and fires at the giant. Don't miss, Ilsa.
Man. Seamus has done 2 cool checks and ran like a scared little bitch twice.
You think that's a giant? She actually hits. So, 1 is 9.
That's not the kind of reputation I was going for.
Yeah, but you have a better reputation with the ladies.
Right.
That's-
There's a
that-
large. Oh, go ahead.
That's supposed to fuel the amount of people coming to my fights. And watching me get my ass kicked is not going to help. Or hearing I'm getting my ass kicked. Or that I'm
Well-
running from people is not going to encourage them to come and see me.
Well, no, they're not here. They're not seeing it.
There's a crack, and a lead ball explodes out of the Hockman line rifle that she is holding and tears into the giant's stomach, and he kind of, and it doesn't hurt him as bad as you would expect it to. It's kind of like embedded just underneath the skin, and he looks up and he shakes his fist at her. She throws the rifle aside and goes, "Somebody reload that," and pulls 2 pistols out. Back
It's like
to
the face inside is right beneath my skin.
yes, Lenata.
We'll try the sling again.
I wish it would let me move that map over.
So that is actually a +3 success.
Mm.
So 6 + 3, 9, minus his toughness and his armor. So you seeing that the shot You follow up with your own ball of lead that you fling out of your sling and strike near it as well, doing another small amount of damage. The wound bruising up as he kind of doubles over in pain again. He's like, oh, it must have been something I ate.
So that gives me a plus on me.
That gives you momentum. Yep.
Yes.
And if it doesn't add the momentum,
advantage, however it works. I think it actually says advantage on the sheet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damian.
Okay, I'm gonna go and pick up the rifle and reload it for Ilsa, since it seems like that really has been working pretty well. And then once it's done, I'll give it back to her.
It's reload 4.
Okay.
Means it takes 4 turns to reload.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Grayweird.
All right. All right. I know what my normal movement is. What is like a sprint?
It should be
just whatever your movement is.
4 times what your normal movement is. So rock run sprint. So
let's see. Go back on the main page. I think I'm max at 12. Yeah, 12. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna take off a running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Check
I
the
run
private
straight
chat,
across
guys.
here. I'm running for the tree line.
okay.
I'll fling another shot at him while I'm at it.
Okay.
Once I get to here and stop. Here we go. Let's see what we can see. All right, so let's see if this bloody thing works this time.
You guys did hear me about the private chat thing, right?
Yeah, I heard you. I read it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see.
Time I go to the private chat and I try and switch back over, it kicks me out of the stream. So I'm just not doing it.
All right.
Cool.
It's just a thing about what you can do with fortune points.
Yeah.
You can re-roll a failed test, or add a +1 success level to a test after it's been rolled, or at the start of the round you can choose when to act in that round, disregarding initiative order.
All right. We are adding +4 to this, so it means you have a total of 6 successes. So you come tearing across, but because it's easy ground to cross the road and then get over here by these crates and stuff over here, you're able to sling off a shot that manages to go exactly where you want it to do, hitting right in the left arm and flinging the giant's arm back even from this range. It's an incredibly impressive amount of dexterity that you've shown here. And he kind of holds his arm and goes, "Oh, what is the little rabbit doing?"
Take that, you oversized wanker.
So,
One more quick thing. You get fortune points back at the beginning of every session, so don't be too afraid to spend those.
I would gladly spend some if I had any.
halfway don't get a. You can earn them, but they don't start with any. So
You have to do something really cool to earn those. Yeah.
yeah. Seamus. Oh,
You're doing really cool shit.
You said I'm running. That's what I'm doing, apparently.
yes, you are.
Oh, how much damage did I do to him?
You did a total of 6 points of damage to it.
All right, he's only got like 140 more to go.
So go ahead and run away from him, Seamus, and you're going to take a hit. Or he's going to try and hit you.
Zigzag, mate. Zigzag. Serpentine.
Voila. You said terrified, so I assumed he would run as far as he could go.
Yes. And he missed you. So
Oh, thank the Lord.
Once you get there, go ahead and give me another cool check.
Okay.
Good one, mate. Good serpentine.
I'm gonna summon my inner fawns.
Hey.
And it's an impressive failure.
You're still running. You're going to be all the way back in Ubershreik at this point.
Running through the night.
All right.
I have not had one successful roll. That's right?
You not?
No.
I don't think so. Not the whole game.
I
You
don't
are
think I-
know.
You are breaking mathematical bell curves, dude.
As he goes by, I said fight, not flight.
Oh, rub it in like that. I see how it is.
Oh, that was hardcore.
He's just pushing everything aside as he makes a beeline for Grayweird.
Oh, shite.
Is that what just happened in your pants?
It absolutely just did. I didn't know he could move that.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
I mean,
you know
if he
in the
wants to
movie-
go after the guy that's hardest to hit, okay.
In
don't
fact,
you know in the movies, giant things always look like they're moving really feckin' slow.
he is charging at you.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
going in the next one, straight up your bullet.
Do you want to dodge or parry?
Fucking Perry. Dodge, my ninja.
Oh!
Oh,
Critical
He-
failure. Hey,
missed.
somebody did it worse than me. Come
yeah.
on, people. Yeah.
roll your dodge anyway, Jeff.
Yeah, let's see if I can do anything but a critical failure.
No,
Near
you're
failure.
good. So your eyes widen and you dodge the side as the tree slams into where you were before. The tree cracks and the giant lets out a tosses to the side.
I literally run towards him, running between his legs, because I promised him a shot to the bullocks, and I'm not
Okay.
kidding.
All right. Ilsa comes over here and fires off both of her pistols.
He didn't say never mind the bullocks on that? Yes, that was a Sex Pistols reference for you people that don't listen to punk.
There is no punk
Nice.
for metal fists.
Also nice.
Nice.
So
Ooh.
she hits twice with the pistols. The Sex Pistols, no less. So
Yes. Well played, sir. Well played.
God save the queen, motherfucker.
yes, that's right. And they do. Ooh, that is a good amount of damage. So let's see. She hit the first one, and she gets +3, so 8 successes. Oh, damn. She is a badass. So she does 10 wounds with the first shot and 5 wounds with the second shot.
Damn.
Wow.
So bam, bam. She takes it, hits the giant once in the body, once in the left arm. The giant is completely staggered by these pistol shots, which have hit harder than the Hawkman long rifle somehow. And he actually is rocked backward as he begins to bleed vociferously from these shots. And Ilsa
Good.
lets out a yay!
Dropping giant blood straight on Grayweird.
And then she realizes where she is and immediately begins to reload because she's like, oh shit. So
By the way, vociferously, good word, my dude. Good word.
thank you. Some people say that I might be a writer. I don't know. Lenata.
I don't know.
That's right.
You seem to wax eloquent.
Thank you. I learned a new word the other day. I learned the word pecuniary. I had never heard that word before. So
I haven't
Which
heard that
means-
one myself.
things to do with money. So
A nod, yes.
firing a sling. I don't think.
Oh shit! No, even with the bonuses, that is a big miss. That's a big old miss.
Oh damn. Yeah.
I'm-
Anything between 96 and 100 is an automatic failure.
I'm becoming incredibly disillusioned with your people.
In fact,
It's-
even if your your target number is above 100,
And
if you roll between a 96 and a 100, it's still an automatic failure.
Damn.
not only that, go ahead
Uh-oh.
and roll a D100 for me, please.
It's a
Same
crit.
thing with 1 through 5 in automatic success.
Oh no.
All right. 27. What is happening here?
And that loses any advantage I have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, when you say it like that, Jeff, it makes me feel like I don't know, I'm about to be experimented on or something.
Oh, trust me, my friend. There is nothing to worry about. You are in the best of hands. Just lie on this table, why don't you? Don't mind the strap, there for your own benefit.
As you wind back and sling with all your might, trying to hit the giant, you let loose the sling, and the sling goes with the bullet, firing out over the wagon and landing next to the giant as you throw your weapon away.
Oh no.
So my weapon is beside the giant. Wonderful.
As we country, it's wunderbar. Ah, Steve beat me to it.
All right, Damian.
As you can see,
All right,
Michael,
I'm continuing to reload the rifle.
Perhaps you should throw your sling while you're reloading the rifle and give it over to Lenata.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm okay for now. I got a rifle.
The Chaos Gods say, perhaps you should do that. Grayweird.
Yeah, and then I go back, and then I just go back to loading.
You are engaged in combat with the giant at the moment.
yes, I am. And you know what? I've got 3 momentum at this point. This might be a good time to test my luck. So, like I said, I'm running between his legs, but I'm going to rush past and through, and I'm going to make for the woods over here still, looking for concealment. But as I do, I'm going to brush my hand across his leg and cast a spell.
Okay.
Damn.
Let's find out if David can knock the giant down after all.
Did you just put a spell on his junk, dude?
I don't think he can reach that high.
I don't think so either.
Okay.
Yeah, you can probably grab those leg though.
You would think so, but his schwanz actually hangs quite low.
Yes. Don't let the grandmother see him.
All right, so
That sounds very painful.
Yeah, it does.
all right,
Yeah, it does.
magic language roll. Come on, baby. Fucking shit! No, damn it! After all my successes.
Well, at least it wasn't a miscast. So,
All right. Damn it.
meanwhile, you're running away, right?
5, 6, 7. Let's see. This is 7 spaces away, and I can move
That is-
5.
That is a free attack on you.
Yeah, but I'm -3 to hit. Good luck.
Yes, you are. You are -3 to hit. I didn't hit you. I really didn't hit you.
Not at a -6 now.
Wait,
No.
I might have miscast, but just to really disturb him as I ran through, that touch on his leg was quite sensual.
Ooh. Ooh. Seamus,
You know,
You're
I
running.
like the rough stuff, eh?
you're running right off the map, Seamus.
Doesn't he get a cool check at the start?
Sure, we'll give him a cool check at the start. Give me a cool check, Seamus. How
All
cool
right.
are you? Give me the
Come on.
fawns, man.
I'm not
Baby.
cool at all.
Be cool, baby. Be cool.
Yeah, we need you to be
Pink
coolio.
Iceman.
Okay, well, I'll give it a shot.
You guys are lucky. My wife just brought me in black licorice from Australia. The kind I like.
Impressive success! Holy shit!
Look at that.
Nice.
Thanks.
Suddenly you have a leather jacket on and you jumped over a shark and said, hey.
That's right. That's right. Don't forget the jukebox. I slapped that motherfucker. Got it going again.
Yeah, you did.
That's right.
Damn right.
All right, Seamus, you have recovered. By the way, I should have had Grayweird take a cool test, but it's all right. He's going that direction at the moment. So,
All right. So I'm not running away anymore.
nope.
All right.
And you can take an action. So,
I can take an action. Well, I'm going to head back into the fray.
okay.
All right. And let's see if I can manage to do anything at all.
Okay.
You can touch his legs sensually.
I can. All right, I'm going to hit him with my knuckle dusters, but I'm like winking at him with a little kiss too.
Nice.
Yeah.
He winks back at you, which is a little alarming. You might get the Bjorn treatment, but not from the seawater. That is a plus. You get +3 to that success level.
So that's
plus
all right,
2.
so that puts me at +2, yeah.
Yep. So 6 + 2 is 8. He gets to counter. See if he counters. He doesn't have very good weapon skill.
Come on, suck some ass. Yes, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
And I've been doing the. I just looked. I was doing his to hit wrong. Your to hit is right because he's big. His to hit is different. But what you really take a minuses on, or is if anybody is fool enough to try and parry his attacks. So nobody's been that foolish. So all right, so you hit him. So you beat him by 5. Yep. So 6 + 5 is 11, minus his toughness bonus plus armor, which is 6. So you do 5 wounds to him. You punch him
baby.
with a gut shot. I don't know how you reach his gut. I think you hit him with a testicle shot, but hey, it all works.
He was
I like
jumping.
to think that I punched his testicle into his gut.
There you go.
Speed bang.
He was just leaping forward, ready to punch him in the face. Yeah.
I'm speed bagging his giggleberries. That's funny shit.
All right. The giant goes, you again. And he reaches for you.
I'm a dodging motherfucker.
All right. Dodge him.
All right. Main page. And dodge.
I missed again.
Marginal success.
So he reaches down to try and grab you and misses as you dodge aside. And you laugh at him.
Don't say anything, Jeff. You'll jinx it.
Make sure you give yourself your advantage for that hit, too.
Okay.
Ilsa retreats and is reloading her pistols. And she finishes reloading them. God dang firearms. They should automatically reload. We need automatic weapons. Lanata.
Yeah, we do.
So
I
taking
know. I
the
wish
sling I
did.
got, I'm gonna try again.
Okay. We need to get Lanata a bow.
Something. Just not a compound one. Those have a reputation around here.
Yeah. But you get +3 SLs, so that is a +1. So 6 + 1, 7, minus his 6 for armor and toughness. So you hit him with a glancing blow to the right arm. So
That since there wasn't any damage, that there's not an advantage, correct?
No, you did 1 damage.
Okay.
We've
cool.
gone full on Klingon with this. We're like inflicting damage, but it's in a sexy way.
Yes.
So joining in the fun, I'll give him a wink and a.
Ooh.
Hey, let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about that Lily Philly from the leather shop. Like, she is not kidding. Like,
Bjorn.
Pippin really lights her up.
You need to dodge because something is rising. Unless you want to ride that thing up to his head.
Oh my God, he's pulling the Bjorn on you.
Rising, Mr. Mojo, rising. Gonna keep on rising. It's rising.
Nice with the mojo rising.
You're a bunch of
Nice.
degenerates. I love it. So, Damian, you're up.
All right, I'm just gonna continue reloading the rifle.
This is turn 3 of you reloading, right?
Yep.
Alright.
I got one more.
Damn, it takes you a long time to reload that thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it hits decently hard.
Old school firearms.
There are a bunch of jokes right there that I'm just going to leave because we need to keep going with it.
Yeah, we're a family show. No, we really
Yeah.
are.
Is it one of those like you got to put the powder in it and the
Yeah.
firing
Yes.
cap and all that? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's old school.
Oh damn. Okay.
Grayweird.
Guns
like,
didn't need a safety; they were a safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
step up from hiding.
Yeah.
Sling a sling sling.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one who has ballistics training, so it had to be me.
You might as well just keep that thing and fire it next time. She's
Yeah.
got her pistols.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at him. Hit him in the bum.
Oh, man. You might
I
really
promise.
like that.
Hit him where the good Lord split him.
+4 is it 64? So that would no, +4 would be your target number 64, which means you have a success of +2.
Does that have to do any damage to him?
6 + 2 is 8. -6. You do 2 damage to him right in the buttocks. But what is alarming is you expected to do more damage, but he didn't wipe very well, and it sticks there. So
Not the buttocks. Bullocks.
yes,
Oh.
you
Or
missed
you
the
might-
bullets altogether.
His huevos.
Yes.
You missed
Um,
How do you miss giant bullocks? I mean, damn.
Because he was so entranced by the buttocks. Seamus.
It's because you speed bagged him. I only got a glancing blow on those nuts.
Yes.
They were-
You have to say it right, though. It's a glancing blow. So,
it's like after all the stuff we say, like I'm thinking, like, why are you the one making it weird?
glancing blow. All right.
This is one aspect of Warhammer I was not prepared for.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like all of a sudden we had DM George Takei. Oh, my.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Oh,
That's what the giant said when you were speed bagging his nuts. He was like, "Oh, my. Captain, red alert." We're going to hell. All right, Seamus, let's go.
Captain, shields are down. Prepare to be boarded.
Yes,
all right. Well,
preparing photon torpedo.
I am going to attempt to shove my knuckle dusters right inside his kneecap.
Mm.
I was afraid you were going to say you were going to put him somewhere else.
I can't reach him.
Right.
That was a marginal failure, but it goes up plus, you said 3?
Yep,
That gives me a +2.
correct. So you do a total of 8 damage. Oh, what I got to do is opposed because he is
It's melee.
right.
Yeah.
So you're at +2 right now. Let's see what he does. Oh, you beat him by
-3.
You beat him by 5.
Yeah, baby.
So 6 plus 5 is 11. Minus is 6 for modifier. Does 5 wounds
Another
To the-
5.
to the bullocks.
I pull up my right fist and I give it a little kiss.
Sing
You're-
soprano, motherfucker.
You're kissing your knuckle dusters after you were dusting his bullocks.
It's worth it.
Now I know why you weren't dodging the photon torpedo. So. All right. The giant is like, I like you, little man. And he reaches for you again.
Ah,
Yeah, a little
I'm
too
dodging.
He's going to use you as a vibrator.
Yes, he
Can't
is.
make him
hell
too
no.
easy after him.
Oh,
All right. And impressive failure.
oh, dear. Did I win
Uh-oh.
this?
I think you did this time.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check,
A
please.
strength check. Okay. Strength. Where is strength at?
Just roll on your S.
Okay.
Roll on your S. Click the S. Jesus.
He's gonna knock you on your ass.
I got a failure -2.
He grabs you and starts squeezing before flinging you away.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
How far is he flinging me?
Go ahead and give me a dex check.
Mm.
Critical failure.
You are just breaking all the laws of mathematical probability.
Do you see where you are?
Yes?
You took 12 wounds
Yow.
Jesus Christ.
Oof.
and you tumble into the dirt.
Mm.
Okay.
And then the giant says, "Don't think I forgot about you."
I'm hiding in the bushes. You got to find me, sucker. Perception check.
Ilsa is going to fire off both of her ranged attacks again.
That's right. Make him forget about me.
Hey, Lenata, is there a way for... I think... Don't you have a way of healing people?
Not. Let me double check.
Look at that. She's got a target number of 84 to hit. She hits twice, even rolling an 85. So
She must be good with those guns.
11.
Yeah. Definitely seems to be.
And then, holy shit, she did 16 damage on that one. So she did a total of 15 points more of damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
I've got
I
heal.
seem to
I
recall
don't know if
somebody
Lenata
healed
does.
me last time when we were
I think
down
that
in
was
the
it was
sewer.
probably was Lenata.
It wasn't
Okay.
me.
Ilsa backs up again to reload.
Okay.
Lenata.
Now I have a heal on mine. Can I attempt to heal him, or is that only something I can do to myself?
I believe, let me double check. I want to make sure. Heal skill.
It was allowed to heal me at least once before.
Yeah, it's something that you could do. Don't remember. You can use heal to heal wounds equal to your intelligence bonus. But it's something that you do out of so it's like you're applying poultices and dressings and stuff. So I don't think it's something you could do in combat. You
Okay.
can also use it to staunch a bleeding condition. You could treat diseases, and you can
But not
also
in
you could diagnose illness that affects it. Yeah, it doesn't say that, but I'm going to say if you're putting poultices and
That would be
bandages and stuff
that
on
would be
somebody,
difficult to do during combat. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. All right.
All right. So we will try to hit him with the sling again.
it was still honorable that I fought an opponent that could beat me.
It was pretty honorable that you fought an opponent that could stomp on you.
88.
Yeah.
So it's a success. You have 0 success levels, but it is a success. You do 6 damage, but he's got 6 modifier to wounds. So it just impacts on the surface. Doesn't do any damage.
Does that add an advantage?
Do you have advantage?
I have one
Yes.
advantage already.
Is it adding for you? What is your normal ballistic skill? Yeah, it added it for you. I see.
Okay.
So normally your ballistic skill is 48. It puts your target number at 58. So it did all that right. However, that does count as successfully hitting it. So that means your advantage goes up again. So
Nice.
you just didn't do any
You know
damage.
what?
What?
I forgot to take mine away.
Oh,
It hasn't been helping you anyway.
John,
It hasn't, but still.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish reloading it, so this will be my last round of reloading.
Nice. Very good. You have finished reloading the rifle. Let us hope that you did it correctly. So, Grayweird.
Hope I don't waste the shot.
Yeah.
Okay. While this guy has been distracted by a shot, I'm going to rush out of the bushes or trees. They're probably trees, not bushes. Rush out of the tree line real quick and once again sensually touch his leg and see if I have better luck with magic this time.
Sensual blow.
Sexual healing.
Yeah.
It's a fencing blow, don't you know?
Yes. Ooh, success +3. All right. What are you casting?
Let's see. How was I going to phrase this? So, did everybody else's sound just cut out?
Nope.
I hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's weird. All
It
right.
was just-
Yeah, it's just hissing in the background that disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Loud and brush. Loud and rough, full of sound. Let's see your ugly face hit the ground. Sleep.
All right. Is there any save against that? Is like a willpower or something? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure like I just blind people or if I just make them sleep if I can make contact. If I make my check. I'll check real quick. But that's kind of the way it worked before, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. That's rot. Mundane aura. Dazzle. Yeah. Let's see. You touch an opponent, sending them into a deep sleep. If the target has the prone condition, they gain the unconscious condition as they fall asleep. They remain unconscious for the duration.
Which
All the loud noises, being moved, jostled. So basically, if you fuck with them, they wake up.
but you do have to roll to touch them as well, right? So it's like just a normal melee attack to touch them because it's range touch. Because I remember that you did this before, and the way that reason it didn't work is because you didn't touch them. Is that right?
I think you just made me make the spell check, but like we can do a touch if you like, because that makes sense to me.
Yeah, do a touch attack. It's not like you're probably going to miss him, but let's see. Just a normal melee attack. So just use your weapon skill.
All right, weapon skill. Actually, my weapon skill is kind of shit. Then it. Do I add SL bonuses, or is that something you do?
You're getting 4 SL bonus, and he is going to be. He gets because this is like melee, but
All right. Do you want me to put that in, or do you just want to calculate?
I'll just put it in. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Ooh, I was marginally successful. So I got a +2. You got a +5, which means you beat me. So you hit him. The giant falls to the ground and begins snoring thunderously. You
Yeah.
have managed to put him asleep.
If you would, love, very quietly walk over here and put those fecking guns in his eyes and pull the triggers, would you?
She also asks Damian to come over with the rifle, and the three of you are going to pull the triggers at the same time. So,
Yeah, we'll do that. So,
all right. The three of you execute this poor, hungry giant, and he falls to the ground, dead, bleeding.
Are you really trying to pull a Greg on us right now?
Yes.
Poor hungry giant.
He's bleeding out of many orifices.
You know, like after the game last night, I was telling Jennifer, like, can you imagine being Greg's kids, like the guilt trip he runs on you? He never has to. Like, he just gives you the ultimate disappoint.
Y'all just fought a giant.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Holy
can search the giant and see if we find anything.
I took that beating and walked away.
You did.
All right.
Much.
So I will now go over to him and do heal.
Okay. You can heal a number of wounds equal to his intelligence modifier or your intelligence modifier once per day. So,
Hey,
if you need more help,
hey.
I'll try.
Seamus, you can add Giant Slayer to your list of accolades.
do you have heal as well, Damian?
I do.
All right.
I mean,
So, what's your intelligence modifier?
Let's see.
I know what you're
I
going
have
to say, Seamus.
yeah, I have 33 next to intelligence on heal. Oh, wait a minute, it's 38. I'm sorry, because I have 5 in advancement.
Go ahead and give me a heal check.
Okay. All
Let me
right.
double check how this works.
Seamus,
Your intelligence bonus plus SL.
Okay. 30. So it's a marginal success.
So, what's your intelligence bonus, Steve? 38, 3. And Lanata's is 6, and you had a success of 5. So you get a total of 14 wounds back.
Holy crap.
nice.
Seamus. Between the
Nice.
two of
That'll
them.
help out a lot.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You search the giant.
Thank
You
you very
find
much.
several messy remains inside a pouch that he wears on his back. In there, you find a couple interesting things. You find an old rusted pistol that needs quite a bit of work, but you might be able to resurrect it or have somebody repair it so that it could be used. You also
I'll
find
take
a longbow.
Ah!
Lanata.
And 6 gold crowns,
Cool.
Nice.
as well as the remains of half a sheep, a torn up human, and one whole snotling scared shitless but still alive inside.
There didn't happen to be any arrows, were there?
There were no arrows in there. No.
Sorry, I'll sling the bow over my shoulder.
Do you have the skill to make arrows by any chance?
I would hope so. It's not listed in the skill set.
I mean, the game thinks of like almost everything, so I just wanted to check and see if you knew how to like craft arrows and fletch and all that.
I think that you have to have a crafting skill. Craftsman, it's called a talent craftsman trait. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that
Gonna have
makes
to
an
figure out how
entire-
to fix that pistol. But
same thing with fixing like the pistol. I mean, you can become. They take that as a profession as well to get ranks in that and things as well. So
yeah, I was thinking maybe I should do something like that.
all right.
So
Ilsa looks.
Go ahead.
Ilsa looks around and goes, "Fuck me, a giant." Mora, are you responsible for this bullshit too? No, there's noticeably no answer from inside.
He did seem surprised to see it.
She comes striding over to Seamus and goes, "How is this guy?"
I've been told I'm quite good.
I'm gonna I'm leaning in the pouch where the goblin is, and I'm just going like, "Hey, fuck on off, will you?"
He runs screaming into the woods, and Ilsa looks over his shoulder and she goes, "It's a snotling. Something will probably eat him by the time the night's over, but good for you."
Gross.
Pretty much. That's my thinking.
I try to avoid anything that has snot in the title, really.
Yeah.
She kind of
Well,
looks.
maybe
She's like,
maybe the inn can serve him.
well, she looks at Seamus. She's like, "Are you up for moving, or do we need to camp? I mean, we'll be a little late, but I understand if you need to hit some rest."
I'll be all right.
Okay.
Right now, he looks like Marv from Sin City. He's covered head to toe.
Yeah. Yeah, he just uses the wrappings for his boxing.
I mean, I suppose if I need to be at 100%, we could do a little resting. But I mean, I think I should be okay till we get back to town.
I don't know. Ask Maura if you need to be at 100%. All my years on the road, I've never seen a giant, let alone fought one. Scared the shit myself.
I need to change my drawers as well.
Indeed.
Shit yourself. You should have had him run up right in your face like you did mine. Crikey.
No, thank you. I am a little bit of a sexual freak myself, but looking at that, I couldn't take all that. I'll tell you right now. So.
I take the time to just kick the giant in the balls one time before I leave the corpse. And then, as I am, I'm kind of like walking with a slight limp because I'm like, that can hurt my foot. Shite.
She jumps up on the wagon and then she's like, "Well, let's go ahead and keep heading off."
All right. I'll go and reload the rifle while we're on our way.
Yeah.
I'll pick up some place the bullets I lost.
When you're done reloading, thanks for the reload, by the way. Go ahead and just tug it back there into the wagon again.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. You continue on your way. You travel for the rest of the evening, and dawn breaks. And you travel well into the afternoon before you eventually camp. Do you want to set a watch while you're camping?
Yeah.
So, I did also want to ask the prisoner a question as we were traveling out.
Sure.
All right, mate. So, did you pray to Sigmal like I requested?
I did.
Curious. Who did you pray to win?
I prayed that the innocent would not suffer.
That is a convenient non-answer. That giant wasn't innocent, though.
Everybody give me perception checks, please.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Did you need an order of watch, or are we just doing this?
Just do it.
Impressive failure. Because if I'm going to fail, God damn it, it's going to be impressively.
Okay. Critical success.
As you are watching through the night, Seamus doesn't see shit.
No.
Lanata and Damian, you both think you see unearthly glows and howls off in the distance, but they are far, far away, and nothing that really calls to mind anything in particular to you. Although Lanata, you get a strange unease because they're type of things that should not be present even in the woods. You've lived your entire life in the force of the old world and
Mhm.
have not seen lights or heard sounds like this before.
Yeah. Tell everybody about this.
Yes,
Gr-
definitely.
Grayweird, you see the same things, but with your trained eyes, you see the black moonlight of Moorsleep being funneled into an area somewhere off in the distance in front of you. Go ahead and give me a. Let's see. I'm going to look at your. Give me a magic check. Just. And I want it to be evaluate. So it's under channeling. It's evaluate.
Okay. Evaluate. Am I seeing the winds?
Damn. Success. Kapla!
There shall be much drinking of the blood wine, my friend.
Oh, yes.
You you shudder for a moment as you watch, and you swear that you see winds tainted with the moonlight or unlight of Moorsleep circling. And just for a moment, on those winds, as they swirl about you, and the winds of magic seem to be particularly strong at the moment, you think you hear words. Give me a magic, one more check. I want to do a language magic check.
Gotcha.
Just not DAR, just general language magic. So
Right.
I thought magic language was Dar. How does that work?
no, there's languages for the different winds, so each one is different.
Okay.
Oh, should I have been rolling Dar earlier? Although I was using petty magic, I wasn't channeling.
No, it's fine. What you did.
Nice.
You have heard this whispered once, growing up in the moot as you were, and you've learned to be afraid of it. You also learned the name of it once. You don't understand any of it, but you recognize the vowels and syllables of Nehakarin, the language taught and first perfected by the great sorcerer Nagash before he became undead and taught necromancy to the world.
That's not good.
Is that like the Warhammer version of a lich?
Yes.
Okay.
Nagash eventually went to just out of character. Nagash eventually went to Araby, and other undead are afraid of Nagash.
Damn.
That's not good at all.
So the time comes to wake up in the middle of the night. Your fellow people wake up. Grayweird, you were on the last watch. All of you have seen these different things. I think that you have something to discuss. So,
Except for Seamus. Seamus didn't see shit.
yeah, Seamus didn't see shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, we ain't found shit.
All right. Tell you what, Lieutenant. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to get this detail over. Let's get the feck out of here, right?
All right.
Okay.
You continue journeying.
Yes.
Do you clue anybody in on any of what you saw, or are you just gonna say
if I can,
we're out of here?
If I can get the others alone, I don't necessarily I don't necessarily want people with authority knowing I can do magic.
Okay.
I mean, she's seen me knock down a giant. I don't know what she makes of that. But these are my actual allies. So I want to confide in them first.
Okay. So you start rolling on the road. It is early in the morning, like 3 a.m, late in the evening. Ursa is walking out in front of everyone kind of leading the horses on a long leash on the cart. So you do have a moment to speak alone if you speak quietly. So,
All right, look, you lot. Something feckin' spooky going on out here. And I don't just mean strange bolts of lightning or unlucky giants. I seen something particularly nasty right before it was time to get the rest of you up. Black wind.
What the
You know
hell
what that
is
means?
Black wind? No.
All right.
I
Magic
saw
works like
glowing eyes.
What?
yeah, I saw it too, but I saw it was behind even that. Magic is like wind. You can feel it blowing against you on your skin, sending chills through your system, right up your spine, tingling at the base of your skull, right? Magic's also got colors, and only those of us who can wield it can see it. When I
Like
saw,
Rincewind. It's Octarine.
what I saw was black wind, and black wind is bad mojo. Black wind is necromancy. Black wind is death.
Black Wind howls.
should also explain that the Moot is right next to Sylvania, which is the home of the von Karstein vampire counts, who like to feast on halflings. So,
Yeah, there's a bunch of fang banging pricks close to where I live, and for whatever reason, they seem to think halflings is little fucking Happy Meals that they can just snap up and suck dry when they feel like it, right?
What's
Like we're
happening?
all right, like we're all a bunch of coconuts that you can just puncture and drink all the juices out, and it felt a lot like that. I tell you true. I'm feckin' scared. I don't want to be anywhere near any of this right now. It's bad.
Yeah, this is dangerous, but at the same time, we have to continue. We need to finish our mission here. So hopefully, we can get through this and not track the notice of anything fell or dangerous.
Hey, look, the only thing that's keeping me here with a lot of you right now is strength in numbers. This has got me skin ready to crawl right off my body and take the feck off on its own.
I understand. I don't like it either.
Just keeps looking over his shoulder, looking for any sign of something sneaking up on you. Grayweird is really unnerved.
all right.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, all four of you.
Oh, God.
Mike's like, why do I even bother?
One of these days, Mike is going to have the best success of everybody.
Impressive success.
And
I got a success. Check it out.
Look at that.
You made a good roll. That's nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
All four of you. All right, all four of you, as you're speaking low, are unnerved to hear that Mara is peeking out and watching you and whispering and going, Sigmar, protector of humanity, protect us. Sigmar, protector of humanity, protect us. Deliver us out from underneath the moons of Morsley, but protect us from the gray magic, the black magic that floats about us. Sigmar, protector of humanity, protect us. He just keeps chanting it. So
I'm rushing the cage. You can see it. Right.
of course I could see it.
Feck. You do know magic, don't you?
I do not know magic. I only know Sigmar's blessing. And then as he says it, you see his hands glow white for a moment. And he says Sigmar's blessings. It engulfs him, and you can sense it. The rest of you can't see it, but you could sense some sort of magical aura about him.
Oh,
Dude got the Iron Fist?
wait a moment. You some sort of holy man?
I'm just a stonemason.
Nah, you're more than that, mate. You have been touched by Sigmar. It's all over you. I can see it. Keep praying. We get out of this.
He keeps praying. All right.
Tonight.
He's like,
And I'm going
Sigmar.
to go let the others know what I've seen.
Okay.
All right. I think we've got a problem. I mean, another problem.
Situation normal here. So
Yeah.
Did
How are you?
Did we get a night's rest?
yeah, you did get a night's rest.
All right. Well, I'm
All
all
right,
healed
listen.
up then.
Listen up. There's some evil shit tracking us, right? Some evil, ghostly, necromantic, undead bullshit, right? And this prick over here, he's glowing with the light of feckin' Sigmar. I think there's
What does that mean?
I think there's forces at play here that are beyond our kin. I think him talking about Sigmar all the time like he's the real deal. Sigmar's
It would explain why all these dark forces are chasing him.
Right. He doesn't even understand what he is. That he's been tapped by the freaking gods. And we're smack in the middle of this bullshit.
Yeah.
I got to say, this is not the kind of fame I was seeking. But if fate has led me here.
I'll tell you, mate, I just want to fucking cut and run, but I'm scared of leaving the radius of his holy ass light that you can't see. Because it might be the only thing keeping the rest of us from getting squished like a bunch of raisins for the juices inside us.
Yeah.
What about you, elf girl? Your people of magic?
Not all of us.
Just my luck.
Though I think I will warn our other companion that I'm uneasy. Not any other specific than that.
Right. Don't tell her what you saw. Don't tell her what I saw. Don't tell her what he's saying. I think it's all too much for her, right? But she needs to let. Like right now, she's feeling pretty good, right? Her tits is all up because we done slew a giant.
Right. All right. Everybody be on guard, and I'm going to stride up to her, to the captain, and it's like, look, I saw glowing eyes on my watch. I have a bad feeling. We must really be on alert. It was not usual. It's nothing natural of the forest.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, and I don't know what's up with Mora back there, but tell your little friend there. She kind of looks back at Grayweird. She kind of flicks her hands, and you see a sparkle of magic for a moment. It disappears, the lightning. I sense the white light about Mora, too. It's pissing me the fuck off.
I give her a nod, and I'll go back and tell our little friend what I saw and what she said.
All right. Let me go have a talk with her. All right.
Mike, did you get my whisper?
Oh, sorry, let me see.
Ooh, secret message time.
Oh, God, it's right there for everybody to read. On the...
All right, not looking. Looking. I'll treat like Greg's the other night. Not going to look. All right, Cam.
Let's see. I like to suck on toes.
I'm glad I didn't read it now.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
I've been I've been looking on the other page, not on StreamYard, so I didn't read it. But
I'm not reading it, but I will admit I'm hella curious now.
Take yourself 10 points of Slanesh corruption.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit. Anyway, I run to the cabin. All right. Seems all cards on the table is in order here. You can see it. I can see it. Here's what else I saw. Here's what else I heard. And I'll fill her in.
Mm. We've got to see this through to the end, but I'm already feeling uneasy. I'm sure that Moore is a killer, but if he's I don't know. We'll deal with that. But yes, I agree. There's something in front of us. There's something more here, and I don't know what we're going to encounter.
Well, can we get there any faster?
Any faster? Of course. We could attempt to move faster.
Because I tell you, like, I'm so scared right now, the hair wants to fall off my feet. You got me?
I get you. All right, let's move. And you start to move out more quickly.
Wait, before we move out, I was like, is it moving towards us or is it stationary? Is it something we might want to face during the daylight and kind of hold our position until then?
It is out in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, I go ahead and ask Lieutenant. Maybe this would be a good time to bring out the rifle just in case.
Yeah, and I need an endurance.
I'll take it then.
I need an endurance.
Is there a way to go around it?
That's the thing. I know where we're going, to Willsmere Grove. And Willsmere Grove is exactly where I saw it. Or that direction, anyway. I need an endurance check from Seamus.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Seamus!
what did you do?
He's sucking toes, apparently. Whatever that.
Sucking the toes of the devil, it sounds like.
Well, he did look a pretty gross tongue a while back.
Where is it?
Endurance?
I'm not finding. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Success.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Okay. You have held it off your corruption for now.
Cool.
I do not want Mike to turn into the Cthulhu and kill us all.
All right.
Definitely do not.
You redouble your pace and move through the evening. And as dawn is approaching, all of you don't need a perception check for this, notice a strange mist beginning to move up out of the ground. And it is a greenish mist that coats the entire ground, hazing everything, making sight difficult. Now, I do need a perception check for something else from everybody.
Okay.
Feck.
Yeah, I'm not liking this either.
Marginal success.
Damn, look at you, Seamus.
1.
Nice.
Not me. I'm too scared.
All of you who passed your perception checks notice that as you are moving forward, there's no sound anymore. There's no sound from the forest. There's no sound from the footsteps that you're making. There's no sound of the clip-clops of the horses moving behind you. There is no sound. You're simply moving through green mist that is getting thicker by the moment. And yet you have no choice but to continue to move forward, because as you look backward, the mist completely obscures the road behind you. And as you are about to stop, what?
Can we find like a grocery mart to hide in until this blows over and the army comes through?
Absolutely. And as you're about to stop to regroup, you see the mist form into incorporeal figures that begin to pour forth, with the walking dead beside them, all chanting, all glory to Karasti.
Oh, God.
And then we will end it there for the evening. So
Awesome.
All right. Here we go.